hustler selling to the customers. Put a couple niggas on, know them got propellers. Friend or foe, know them niggas dead to us. Chose to sleep on me, know your boy getting up. Make sure you bet on us. Pepsi versus 7-Up. When I knew ever clever to ever say them dead in us. All our meds and poor people still fed up from and bound to sing. And don't I see if you get shell up. Well, get ready cause I know time for elevate up. Real nigga shit nowadays too much makeup. Palm face too much bleach. Palm beige too much he say. She say well now bring that my way. One thing you know say me I look me peer. Paper chaser I'm in a done chase. I'm the banker or when me left chase. Rolling in my tanker we bust through the sea.
We never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us snitch. Never call us bitch. Never stress us out. Never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier in a Jaja army, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a murderous, cooling on the block, watching cops, watching me, smoking trees, rolling types, J1, blue dreams and anacos, roll it up and watching them, watching me, watching them. Rumor has it I'm a hazard to these hoes and again. Said I have another line for these other one again. No bull loving, no freak offing, no taking and no blasting. Off when them see me want to put me in a casket. Say I'm too much for them, I'm too much. Said I have something to live for today. I have to pick in the away for me at home tonight. I feel make it home, I feel make it right. I say hey, bittersweet I call me. I send a regards to my God that been up for a while. Said I'm so energized, said I'm on a new wave. You can't stop my rise. I say never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us snitch. Never call us bitch. Never stress us out. Never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CURRSE, and we are going over the riots in Minneapolis. Last night got very crazy. ICE came through, and you know, the citizens wasn't happy. Let's just say that they were not having it at all. It got very crazy last night. Hopefully I can find the other footage from last night. Like a sea of fish just rolling in the ball. Who are they surrounded?
Hey, where are you from? What's your name?
Why do people ask stupid questions like that? Do you think they're gonna answer you back? Like, yeah, my name is Blase Blase from such and such. Stupidity. Shout out to all of the people that's on the ground that's recording all of this. Those are the brave people there, because I'm sure they're playing it neutral. I'm a cameraman myself, so if I was living in that city, I'd probably be down there as well, just documenting.
They got GDs!
Hey, are you gonna go back to me?
My bad.
It's freezing out there. You can tell you got ice on the ground and people out there just, they have nothing else better to do, I guess. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop what ice is doing unless they do it by force. And most people are not willing to do that. Everybody's willing to do this.
Are you? How long until you do it? Okay, I can do that. My battery needs to be swapped if it's another one after that.
Those are local cops, right? I don't think that's ICE right there. ICE is always in their vans and trucks. These guys are just out here for the riots. I don't think they're out here for ICE itself.
They can't get out. Yeah, it's like the fucking you forgot about the law.
Now we should be cooking with this.
Can you guys drop the vent, please? Guys, tell them we need respirators. We need respirators.
Back, all the way back.
Those loading respirators, they think they're gonna get it. Definitely not gonna do nothing for that tear gas. You see what the police is wearing, or it look like the military to me. That looks like the military. That doesn't look like police. Like maybe it could be National Guard. Let me see. Were the National Guard deployed out there? Let me check. Yes, the Minneapolis National Guard. I'm sorry, Minnesota. I said Minneapolis. Minnesota National Guard was called out to Minneapolis multiple times. Notably, okay, no, what they talking about? That was in 2020 for George Floyd, and then January 26th due to escalated tensions and clashes over the fatal ICE shootings. With Governor Tim Wells mobilizing them to support local law enforcement against protesters, against federal agents. Yeah, the cops are out there for.
I can't breathe. I can't fucking breathe. There's 6 of you. I can't fucking breathe.
Let's go back. Hold on. Who's this guy here?
I can't breathe.
It's so unfortunate when it's 5 people sitting on one person, and then they're clearly saying, "I can't breathe." They're begging you. This is so heartbreaking. I hate this anytime I see this. Like, if you put your leg on anyone's back and you compress their chest, they're going to have a hard time breathing, and that is the worst feeling in the world.
I can't fucking breathe.
Cutting off your air supply on top of what the tear gas that's out there.
Back up. Back up.
Now, you could have probably told these people to back up without pointing that canister at them. I mean, what is that? Then you could raise your canister. You see? I respect that. He's a little bit more respectful. Say, hey, please back up. Thank y'all. No canister in the face, no nothing. That's a big dude, too. Big boy. I see why they took 6 of them on him. That's a big boy.
If you're not part of the press, you're illegal. Go ahead. I'm allowed to be here. Go ahead. This is a protest. This is a protest. Go ahead. Why are you telling me to go home?
Yeah, they can't tell. I don't think they should. Unless there's a curfew going on, I don't think they could tell people to go. They're just recording. They're not. And if people are not engaging with you all, why are you all engaging with them? If you told them to step back and they step back and do so, leave them alone. Let the people destroy their city, and as long as they're not harming other humans, then hey, let these people destroy their city, man. And if somebody take them out in the process, it should be well warranted. Meaning, while they out there rioting and protesting and all that foolishness, if they riot and they go to someone's neighborhood and somebody decide to take them out, hey, it is what it is. Don't come in my neighborhood with that. I have all right to protect my neighborhood and my home. I don't know, maybe because I live in Florida and it's standing ground. But even if it wasn't standing ground, hey, I'm protecting mine. I don't give a damn. These are the National Guard, y'all. This isn't ICE. So when they yelling at these people, these aren't the people that took out the lady. These are not the folks. They are here to keep control. Not peace, but to keep control of the situation so it won't escalate even further. They can't stop them from doing any destruction in the sense of like breaking stuff and all that stuff like that. No, that's not their job. Their job is to make sure that nobody's doing anything violent. I would have to say, as a military personnel, I would think this is extremely nerve-wracking that you have, however many people just standing around you, and you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know what could happen. You don't know if somebody could start shooting. You don't know if somebody throw something at you, break something, crack your helmet, anything. You just don't know. So many different variables that could come with this, and it's like, it's two different sides of it. It's like, oh yeah, y'all are police, or y'all are the pigs, or y'all are National Guard, so y'all are taking up for the pigs, or y'all are ICE, so y'all are doing this. I get it, but there's humans on both ends, and it's unfortunate, this whole situation. Especially my family I'm first generation in this country, so I get it, man. I get the trying to come to America and make it happen. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people that live here would never understand that. Most people would never understand that were born here, their whole family, their whole lineages have been here for, maybe 100 years, maybe 200 years, maybe even 300 years. My family has only been in this country for, let's give or take 50, maybe 50 years, maybe, if that. 50, 60 years. I would probably give it 60 at the most that my family has been here. Yeah, cause my mom came to America when she was in her early 20s. CURRSE, my dad, so he came, I want to say his mid-20s. I'm not exactly sure. But my mom definitely came here in her mid-20s. And she came here with a dream, man. She didn't come here to do no foolishness. Here I am. She wound up having 4 other kids here. She had my oldest brother, God rest his soul, who passed away from brain aneurysm years back. This is my brother right here. Me and him and the P.
Hey, where are you from? What's your name?
Maybe you can't. Maybe you can. I don't know. And this is my dad. That's my pop right there. Shout out to him. So I keep them 2 right here, each corner. But yeah, this is unfortunate. And then I also, like I said, I think about my family members, all of that, like people that has, you know, been here for 50, 60, 40 years or whatever, and they've been working every day. And there's some people that I know that got in some trouble when they got here and were able to stay and, you know, make a life for themselves. And they just made young, dumb mistakes. But they came here to try. They didn't know anything.
Hey, are you gonna go back?
And then when they found out, they made it a lot better. So. So this looks like it's a continuous loop. So we're gonna go to the. I want to share what. Okay, wrong screen. Give me a second.
How long until you do it?
Give me a second. I gotta find this real quick. Because I saw Jasmine Crockett speaking about this, and it was very interesting to me what she was speaking on. Where is my? I had it in. Okay, boom. That's not it. Here we go. All right, give me this. Give me that. All right, this is Jasmine Crockett. She's a civil rights lawyer, and it was very interesting what she spoke about in this Congress meeting here. Or is it Congress? Or I don't know. Maybe it's Congress.
And I have prepared remarks, and if you know anything about me, you never know where I'm going. And frankly, I don't either, because I have already cried this morning. And, you know, so I'll just start here. As a civil rights lawyer, I'm incensed. As an American, I'm embarrassed. As a human, I'm infuriated. And as a member of Congress, I am immovable in my pursuit of accountability. You see, right now, people want to pretend as if this is right or left, but I'm here to tell you that this is about right or wrong. And it is very sad that the only people that are sitting here are members of the Democratic side. So I guess we just want to stand on the side of right. For once, we will be associated with being right instead of left. Because...
So in that entire room, there's only Democrats in the entire room? That's it? Are we saying that this is a Republican? She's trying to say that this is a Republican action. So you're telling me there's no one in Congress from the Republican side in that room? I'm just curious.
My question to any of you, and I just go down the line and ask you, is it right or wrong to arrest someone because of the color of their skin?
Absolutely not.
Is it right or wrong to arrest somebody because of their accent?
Wrong.
Is it right or wrong to arrest somebody because they were exercising their constitutional rights?
It is wrong.
Is it right or wrong
Did they practice this before? I've never seen this before. Where they go down the line? Did she say, hey, go down the line and y'all tell me if this is right or wrong or not? I've never seen anything like this before.
arrest somebody because they simply disagree with you?
It's wrong.
All right, so it seems like y'all all went to elementary school and y'all can tell right from wrong. I'm not really sure what is going on with ICE right now, but I can tell you, and as we heard earlier, this is pure racism. I don't know why we want to tinker around with it and pretend as if it's something other than what it is. I like to call a thing. And he has told us time and time again who he was when he talked about certain people.
But is it racism or is it that they're going after illegals, or are they going after people that shouldn't be in this country? Because they're not only going after a certain demographic, they're going after all. I know Jamaicans that's been deported. I know of Asians. I know of, don't get me wrong, you're going to get a larger amount of Spanish or Mexican, however you want to call it, in America because we're attached to the Spanish hemisphere. South America is right there. They literally can walk across a border or whatever the case may be. It's difficult, yes, in the sense of, you taking a boat, but we're in close proximity. It's not like it's not like we have an abundance of Indian people. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have, because they're not coming over here in that abundance because it's not that easy. Now, if you go over in Europe, then probably so because it's right there. They could travel. It's all landmass wise. You know what I mean?
People being from certain shithole countries. Those are his words. Only reason I'm cussing in this moment. When he said things like they are eating the cats and dogs. We knew exactly what we were getting, and some people are saying, I don't know how we got here, but I do. Because we know that dehumanizing, I believe that you said something to the effect of cruelty and humiliation are the point. That's what you said, Miss Patty. Because when we look at other places, say places that did things like, go door to door, looking for people, as they had to hide out, say in an attic. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Or the images that I have seen of people being attacked by law enforcement, whether we're talking about dogs or fire hoses, it seems very reminiscent of something that we have seen before in this country. And then people get offended and try to say I'm too black, but the reality is that y'all never let the fact that I am black go. So I'm going to be clear about one thing. I know my good black history. And so when I look and I say, and I will say it loud and proud because the DH secretary had a few choice words for me, but this looks like modern day slave patrols. And they have been sanctioned by this Supreme Court. Whoever thought we would live in a country that progress looks like having a Supreme Court that says, yes, it is okay to or to listen to their accent and give permission to grab them. The last time that I checked, ICE is only supposed to be doing immigration enforcement. And right now we have a record number of U.S. citizens that have not only been arrested, but as we saw with Renee, that have been killed, that have been maimed, that have been bullied, that have been brutalized, that have been unlawfully arrested. Y'all, we are living with an abuser right now. That is who Trump and his administration is. And frankly, I think we all have a little bit of PTSD. But if you know anything about a domestic abuser.
She going a little bit too far with calling him a domestic abuser and all this other stuff like that. Like, I get what you're trying to do, man. But come on now, man. Come on now. Like, this is clearly them trying to just clear out America. That's all it is. It's nothing insane.
The one thing about them that you need to know is that they are some of the biggest cowards that you will ever find. What they can't stand is when you actually fight back. And so thank you so much for everybody in Minnesota. But it is time for our entire country to stand together. Because if you don't recognize that we are all in the same sinking ship, whether you are black, white, Latino, African, whoever you are, the reality is that we have an administration that has decided that they are going to ignore our constitutional rights, and we will not stand for it. Otherwise, our democracy will fall. So I just got this to say because she is blanking.
Thank you, Representative Crockett. We got some people that got to make some planes. So.
Okay, and that was Jasmine Crockett. I think she's a Crockett shit sometimes. She talks a good game. Sounds great. But I don't see anything there has to be some sort of order. Everything we're not gonna like. It's as simple as that. We're not able to control all of these different decisions that the government make. And when they make these decisions, yes, we have the right to say certain things and appeal it and all these different things like that. But this is getting out of control because of the citizens. I'm just being honest. Like, this is out of control because of the citizens, not because of just ICE just showing up. ICE been around forever. ICE is not a new thing. HSA is not a new thing. All of these people, all of these agencies have been here for a long time. Now they're being used correctly or being used in a certain way. Now, don't get it twisted. There's a whole lot of destruction and stuff like that going on because of certain people when it comes to illegals. But that's not everybody. Especially when you see families like that were in Minnesota and they were trying to get into someone's home because the DoorDash lady ran in there. I just did a story on that the other day. I might pull that up in a second. It's too cold to be standing out there. I'm sorry. Holding a sign. To me, I don't know the purpose of I've never seen anything come out of protesting. This just to me. I've never seen anything come out of protesting whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. You're just standing there. You're just standing there with signs. But what does this do? This really does nothing. That's just my opinion. It showed like you have a better chance with petitions, and I don't even think petitions do as much because you could try to write somebody out all you want, but let's go a little forward here. Boom, here we go. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. We're not gonna do that. So this is what they're doing in the city. Burning stuff down. So like apartments, maybe condos. You burn your own city. You burn the city up. You're going against quote unquote ICE, but you're burning the city. What does that do? You're taking other people, you're making other people homeless. American people. You're claiming that you're against ICE, but you should be against yourself, whoever's starting these fires. Look how many apartments is gone. Destroyed. These people have nowhere to live no more. Because rioters decide to start a fire. Come on now. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. Let me find this other clip here. Where is it? You know what I do want to do? Let's go back. I want to go back to the footage of January 6th. And I want to see, there was nowhere close to the amount of boots on the ground that it was like it is now. Nowhere close to it. There was nowhere close to it. 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Striated sweater thing is reaching underneath my visor and trying to gouge.
You okay with this, but you're not okay. But you're not okay with the people protecting the other people. These people stormed the Capitol. They stormed the Capitol, broke into the Capitol. This was damn near a successful coup, or a coup, however you want to say it.
On the night of,
you expect them? Yo, you got to be kidding me. You got to be yo. This is off the wall shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a race thing. This ain't no day. I ain't see not a black person out there. It was all white folks out there wilding.
Yeah. here tries to take my...
And this is a known thing that they've done over many, many hundreds of years. There's black community that's been taken out about from Tulsa, Oklahoma to some more shit. I just found out about another city that I had no idea. You got one in Atlanta or whatever the case may be that they flooded a whole town. There's under a lake, and that same lake every year take the lives of white people.
Ton again.
And I'm nowhere close to a racist. I'm nowhere close to a big none of that foolishness. Okay, not even an inkling. But the truth is the truth. No even close. That's what's up. There was somebody in that crowd that had the mindset like, yo, what are we doing here? This is not what we're here for. We're not here to beat the police up. You know what I'm saying? They only here to do what they do their job. That's what they're here to do. They have a job to do. You know what I mean? And y'all job was there to do this or cool, whatever the case may be. Cool. They didn't do anything to y'all. All they did was just walk through, and y'all attacked them if they walk through. Y'all lucky that they didn't treat y'all like they treat us and shoot every single one of y'all.
You guys, no, that ain't gonna happen.
Because I promise you, Burger King is taking SNAP benefits now. Wow. I thought you couldn't buy hot food with SNAP. That's insane. Yo, they better than me. I would have shot somebody. I'm not gonna lie, yo.
I would have shot the fuck out of somebody. Yo, I would have took so many people out with whatever 16 shots I got. And I would have thought about it later. For sure. They start attacking you. You didn't start attacking them. I'm just saying.
In the riots in Minneapolis, they tear gas, there's pepper spray everywhere, there's everything going on there. You see none of that here. You just see batons and shields. Like it's nothing going on here.
Of us.
I'm not a police guy, nowhere close to it, but hey, man for your man. When you in a gang, and the police is the biggest gang, you got to be there for your guy. All right, whether you like him or not, and that's just brotherhood. Even in real life, even when you come to your family, like it's some family members I might not even lie, but if I see them getting bum rushed or something like that, I'm gonna step in, and then after the fact, I'm gonna keep hating you. Both of these guys, when you look at them and how they describe what happened to them, when they look back, you can see they're still distraught. They're gonna have PTSD from this situation forever. Like I don't know if these guys are still police till this day, but a person that's like, oh yeah, I'm here for the cops and all that stuff. But I'm here for humans, and I will honestly say that I don't want to see anybody get hurt like this, especially over politics. Like, this stuff just breaks up everything. It just breaks up all of the the morals that people should have and the compassion that people should have. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't tell if that was the wind or not. I'm very paranoid, y'all. I was about to grab my blicky. I thought somebody was trying to break into my window, but I think it's the wind. It's raining outside. I don't take no chances. All right, so let's take a look at this one here. I've never seen this, so give me a second, y'all. Let me roll it up. Let me get it queued up here. Let me get it queued up.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They came from all 50 states. Out of some sense of patriotic duty.
It's so much more than just rallying for President Trump. It's really rallying for our way of life, the American dream, against fake news.
To protest an election they believed had been stolen.
We're here, Patriots. We're in Washington, D.C., Capitol building dead in front of us.
Their day of action would be January 6th, when Congress would count electoral ballots and ratify the 2020 election results. For some, it was just a rally for their president. For others, it was a call to arms.
We have the power in numbers. March on Congress directly after Trump's speech.
In the weeks beforehand, There were over 1 million mentions on social media.
Wait a minute. What the? This is what they was doing at the Capitol? They had a whole new setup. Not like, and when I say a whole new setup, not a whole new setup, but this is the whole setup. What the fuck? Who did they plan on hanging?
In the weeks beforehand, there were over 1 million mentions on social media of storming the Capitol. Maps were shared of the building's layout. There was talk of bringing weapons and ammunition, and discussion over which lawmakers should be targeted first. This anger was based on a lie.
This election was a fraud.
A lie that had grown more frenzied after the election.
President Trump won this election.
They were flipping votes.
Steal the election in Philadelphia.
When you win in a landslide and they
steal the election in Atlanta.
And it's rigged.
Steal the election in Milwaukee.
It's not acceptable.
This is outrageous.
A lie spread by the president and his closest allies.
Let's call out cheating when we find it.
Some of whom stoked calls for violence.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow.
Everyone's going to remember who actually stands in the breach and fights tomorrow and who goes running off like a chicken.
We bleed freedom.
This will be their Waterloo.
And we will sacrifice for freedom.
This will be.
This is crazy how people just start these type of things. This rhetoric and all of this, and there's so many people that just follow behind. There are so many fucking followers in this world. It's not even funny. There was too many followers in this world. There's nothing that one man in my day and age, in this 40-year-old body that I'm in right now, that could get me to believe a whole bunch of shit. I mean, not a preacher, not a pastor, not a Andrew Tate, not a none of these people. I believe what I believe, and I know what's to be true. What's to be true. You can't convince me no other way. And especially when it's right and right is wrong is wrong. You can't convince me to go do wrong for someone else. I don't give a fuck what president it is. I don't give a damn what congressman it is. I don't give a damn who it is. You can't convince me to do wrong to someone else for someone else. I ain't never been in a gang, and that shit is a fucking gang. You're in a gang and you have a gang leader. These are your gang leaders to tell you to go hurt someone else. And you, as the coward you are, because you have strength in numbers, you're gonna go do it. I bet you wouldn't do it by yourself, though.
Their destruction.
What happened next was chaos.
They broke the glass.
Insurrection.
Take it now! Treason!
Death. Then there began a campaign to whitewash history, starting at the top.
It was a zero threat. Right from the start, it was zero threat.
And lies. Spreading throughout the Republican Party.
Even calling it an insurrection, it wasn't. By and large, it was peaceful protest.
One lawmaker who helped barricade the House doors now suggests there was barely any threat.
If you didn't know the TV footage was a video from January the 6th, you would actually think it was a normal tourist visit.
What?
A tourist visit? This was not. And the proof is in the footage. Do? As part of a 6-month investigation, the New York Times has collected and forensically analysed thousands of videos. Most filmed by the rioters themselves. We obtained internal police radio traffic and went to court to unseal police body cam footage. Our reconstruction shows the Capitol riot for what it was. A violent assault encouraged by the president on a seat of democracy that he vowed to protect. We'll chart how police leaders failed to heed warnings of an impending attack, putting rank-and-file officers in danger. We'll track key instigators in the mob, taking advantage of weaknesses in the Capitol's defences to ignite a wave of violence that engulfed the building. We'll show for the first time the many simultaneous points of attack and the 8 breaches of what appeared to be an impenetrable institution of government.
It's crazy.
We'll show how the delay to secure Congress likely cost a rioter her life, and how for some, storming the Capitol was part of the plan all along.
In fact, tomorrow, I don't even like to say it because I'll be arrested.
Well, let's not say
it. We need to go, I'll say it. All right. We need to go in to the Capitol. Let's go!
Yo, they was wildin'. Yo,
It's the morning of January 6th, and thousands are filling the National Mall in Washington. Trump will speak here at the Ellipse, a large park near the White House and a half-hour walk to the US Capitol, where the election will be certified. Who's actually in this crowd? Most are ordinary citizens who believe Trump's lie that the election was stolen.
It's going to be a great day. It's going to be wild, as Trump said.
And even if it was stolen, what makes you think that protesting is going to do anything? Like you went from protesting to violence.
But we also see more extreme groups who've gained a following during Trump's presidency. There are followers of the QAnon conspiracy,
Drinking their blood, eating our babies.
who believe that Trump is facing down a cabal of Satan-worshipping paedophiles. Q posts often invoke notions of patriotism and predict a coming storm. And ahead of January 6th, some supporters call for violence. The Oath Keepers, a far-right paramilitary group, are also here.
We have men already stationed outside D.C.
Their leader has said the group is ready to follow Trump's orders and take members of what they call the deep state into custody.
That shit sound like a gang to me. This shit sound like a whole huge gang to me. When you said you waiting on his say so. So you telling me people could do that in America? Like you lose and you could just have people to show up and just take over whatever place you lost. So if I lost the dice game tomorrow, I could just come to your house and just be like, nah, I lost, man. It was a lie that I lost. I'm telling you, it was a lie. It was a lie. And being that it is a lie, I'm gonna bring some of me and my peoples to your house and we're gonna bum rush your home and we're gonna come in there and we're gonna do what we want to do. Because I said it's a lie. I said so. So it should. So because I said so, that's what it is.
They're organized, staging their military-style equipment neatly on the ground. And later, they put on body armor, talk on radios, and chat with their supporters on a walkie-talkie app called Zello.
We have a good group. We got about 30, 40 of us. We're sticking together and sticking to the plan. Y'all, we're 1 block away from the Capitol now. I'm probably going to go silent when I get there because I'm going to be a little busy.
Another group is the Proud Boys. They're far-right nationalists who flash white power signs throughout the day.
Check out all this testosterone.
Bunch of racists.
They became a household name when Trump invoked them during a presidential debate.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
And that's what they did.
Stand back and stand by.
They have a history of street violence and will be key instigators of the riot. We'll return to them soon. Although the rally is billed as a political protest, some make calls to storm the Capitol even before Trump speaks.
We are going to the Capitol, where our problems are. It's that direction.
And later, when Trump does take the stage,
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
some hear his words as a call to action.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Invade the Capitol building.
Do the right thing.
Take the Capitol. Take it.
If this was any other citizen, regular old citizen that told y'all, hey, go do this, go do that in this neighborhood and go take over this and the third. He's a gang leader. He's a gang leader, point blank. He may end up in some sort of indictment or a RICO, or the case may be, because now he's inciting riots. I'm just saying. I said inciting riots. Speaking of this, sir.
Marching over to the Capitol building.
2 hours before this, the Proud Boys were already heading for the Capitol. They're clearly spoiling for a fight with far-left agitators like Antifa, who they believe are in DC.
Where's Antifa?
But there are moments that suggest another motive.
Take the fucking Capitol. Come on, tighten up.
There's too many of these damn political gangs out here, man. This shit is insane.
They're organized too. Many are marked with orange tape or hats.
Here's all the Proud Boys, guys. And those are the boys marching with us. We got hidden guys everywhere.
They're wearing body armor, carrying baseball bats, and using radios.
That's affirmative. Yes, this is Tucker.
Leading them is Ethan Nordine, who's been entrusted with so-called war powers. He's joined by other well-known Proud Boys, like Joe Biggs, an organizer from Florida, Dominic Pezzola, a former Marine,
how did they know that was
and
him?
Billy Crestman. They will be among the first rioters inside the Capitol building.
Proud Boys.
Clowns.
As Trump is speaking,
if these dudes did not have anyone to back them, they would have never done this shit. These are cowards, man. These are cowards. Straight up.
some of his other supporters also head to the Capitol.
Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
And the tone is becoming menacing.
We're gonna storm the fucking Capitol! Fuck you fuckers!
USA! USA!
Just ahead, officers guarding the building are understaffed and ill-equipped for what's coming their way.
You gotta stop us!
The building is more than 2 football fields in length, and barricades erected on the east side are defended by just a few dozen officers. The west side, facing Trump's rally, is even lighter. The fencing has been extended, and on the northwest approach, only 5 officers stand guard.
Damn!
Around 5 also defend the southwest approach, a few more dot the lawn, and about a dozen officers are behind them. Plans to storm the Capitol were made in plain sight, but the FBI and Department of Homeland Security did not deem those threats as credible.
They did not prepare correctly.
We will take that building!
Capitol police leaders and Washington's mayor were warned at least 3 times of violent threats, but also didn't take them seriously or circulate that information. And they declined offers of security personnel from federal and other agencies. They could have enlisted several hundred more Capitol Police for duty on January 6th, but did not.
We are taking our house!
And none of the officers on the barricades have protective gear or crowd control equipment. As a result, the Capitol is sparsely defended. It's 12:50 p.m.
So if they were successful, what was the outcome? They were going to force Trump to be in office. They were going to force him. I'm so curious. What was the main outcome that they were thinking they was going to get out of this?
And a large group of Proud
so
Boys is
serious.
with other protesters right by the Capitol Police line.
I got a feeling they believe those 5 officers are going to stop some shit.
Joe Biggs is rallying them when he's approached by Ryan Samsel, a Trump supporter from Pennsylvania. They chat, we don't know about what. But a minute later, Samsel is the first to approach the police line. And it's now that the protest turns violent. Without hesitation, the crowd overpowers the police. Nearby, a second group breaks through on another approach. Others jump fences. And now hundreds of rioters rush forward on several fronts.
DC is a motherfucking war zone! Fucking war! Forward!
Police retreat to the Capitol building, where it's becoming more threatening. A mob mentality begins to take hold.
There's no way that
Police are so outnumbered, they're forced to retreat again to more tightly defend access points to the Capitol. It's now 5 minutes into the siege that the Capitol Police Chief calls for backup from local law enforcement, known as the Metropolitan Police, and asks other Capitol leaders to mobilize the National Guard.
You took an oath! Does that not mean a damn thing to you, does it?
Metro Police.
What? Yo, they just be saying shit. You took an oath? Yeah, you took an oath to protect the people. And y'all aren't the people that should be protected. Sir?
Police will arrive within 15 minutes, but for reasons we'll explain later, the
Y'all are the
National
people that they're
Guard
trying
won't arrive for over 4
protect
hours.
other people from that are inside. Whether they right or wrong. Whether these government officials be right or wrong, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Nowhere close to it.
Meanwhile, more Capitol Police come to reinforce the line. It's the first time we see officers in riot gear. But most are missing their shields because they had not prepared to unlock the storage area where that equipment is kept.
You saw all those
Proud
people out
boys
there,
like
y'all
Billy
didn't do this?
Crestman keep rallying the mob.
Who's the house shit? Do you want your house back? Take it!
And again, they start brawling with the police.
Let's get their
Minutes
guns.
later, reinforcements from the Metro Police arrive.
And all these people got pardoned? That's insane.
A high-ranking Metro officer immediately calls for more backup.
Get you 12 up to help maintain the lines. They're throwing
barricades
back.
They struggle to subdue rioters, who respond with their own chemical spray. And within 30 minutes, the police already have casualties.
Multiple capital injuries. Multiple capital injuries.
This first wave of rioters
That's
battling
crazy.
police has paved the way across Capitol grounds for others to follow. And after Trump finishes speaking, thousands more now fill this space. Meanwhile, inside the Capitol, Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence have begun certifying the 2020 presidential election results. Certification will happen on both
So this was all happening while they were outside. They were at
sides of the building, in the House and the Senate. And this is what the rioters want to stop. An hour into the assault, the mob is battling a police line here, along the west face of the Capitol. But that violence is now going to spread to multiple points of attack, as West Side rioters stream around the Capitol and incite the crowd on the east. Here's what that crowd looks like on the east. They're aware of the siege happening on the west side, and some are emboldened by it. But up until now, they've been kept behind the barricades. Then, this group from the west storms around the building and pushes right through the barriers. The police here barely put up a fight. And it's now that protesters all along the east barricades surge forward. Officers are overwhelmed from several directions.
Now these people are just regular protesting at this point.
And retreat to guard Capitol entrances.
Right here is just regular. So when you start.
But these rioters believe they've been deputized by their president to stop a crime. And now they start trying to get into the building itself. The Capitol is now surrounded. Rioters haven't made it inside yet, but around the time that the mob on the east pushed forward, rioters on the west were making a pivotal move. This scaffolding was erected for the upcoming inauguration of Joe Biden. It covers a staircase that gives direct access to an upper level, and dozens of doors and windows. 3 police lines guard that route. But at ground level, officers are so overwhelmed that just a few cover this crucial access point. Several Proud Boys see the weakness.
These aren't real stairs. They're shadowed over here. Stairs are right there. That opens.
They give it direction after direction.
Proud Boys start fighting the police, and with others in the mob, they push through the line.
They were nowhere close to prepared. No spray,
For several
no
minutes,
nothing, no
it's a
OC
brutal
spray,
fight on these
nothing.
steps.
Did she eat it on the head?
At one point, the rioters are held back. But they make a final push up the flight of stairs. At the top, they scuffle again with a small group of officers.
Nothing they can do.
Who give in after barely a minute.
Stop following orders! Stop! No, we're right!
He
The
said,
mob
"Stop
now has
following
direct
orders."
access to Capitol entrances.
You look how ironic that is. Stop following orders, but you following orders with somebody else on a megaphone that you have no idea who the fuck they are. Come on. How stupid these people are. Fucking
I can't believe this is reality. We accomplished this shit.
It's one gang against another gang. Police against these fucking racist motherfuckers that decide to call themselves Proud Boys and some old other shit.
And hundreds more protesters below surge forward.
Let's go! Seize his arms!
It's utter mayhem, and it's about to get worse. The scene is being filmed from countless angles, allowing us to piece together, moment by moment, what comes next. Proud Boy Dominic Pizzola uses a police shield he stole to bash in a window. And at 2:13 p.m, the Capitol is breached. Michael Sparks, a Trump supporter from Kentucky, is the first person inside. A police officer seems unsure of what to do and backs off. Sparks is followed by Proud Boys and other far-right extremists, one carrying a Confederate flag, another armed with a baseball bat. When rioters break open the locked doors, hundreds more rush in. This is a critical moment.
Now I see how they knew it was him, because he took his mask off in that video. Because at first I was like, how did they know? And earlier in the video, they were like, oh yeah, this is one of the leaders.
Must now defend the outside and inside of the building, stretching them even further. Simultaneous events now happen that are critical to lawmakers' safety. Rioters head straight for the Senate and will be at its doors in 2
minutes.
minutes.
That music in the background. That's the church
Above them,
across the way.
the Senate is called into recess.
We'll pause. Protesters are in the building. Thank you.
Members will evacuate down these stairs. In this hallway directly overhead the rioters, Officer Eugene Goodman is sprinting to overtake them. He passes Mitt Romney, who he warns to turn around. Reinforcements are following behind. Goodman overtakes the mob, goes downstairs and intercepts them. He holds them off while backup arrives upstairs.
One down. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Behind these rioters and just feet away is an escape route where lawmakers and Senate staff are now fleeing. Just one officer stands guard. Keeping his composure, Goodman draws the mob away from that escape route to where reinforcements are waiting.
Smart. He's smart. He's smart. Smart. He's smart. He's smart. He's smart.
He glances toward the Senate and realizes a door is unguarded. Goodman shoves the protester again, lures the mob away, and brings them into that line of fellow officers.
He's smart. He's smart. He's smart. I love it. Yeah, that's what you gonna do, whore.
Again, the rioters here are convinced it's their duty to defend democracy. The officers hold them off here, for now. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Capitol,
so
a
there's
few political
no
leaders are evacuated from the House of Representatives.
So even if there was some illegal activity going on, you go about it the right way. Y'all get indictments and y'all prosecute these people. You're telling someone to go and arrest the vice president. For what? On what charges? Who are you? What charges am I going to go arrest the vice president for? These people were in. These people were in there. I'm so surprised I didn't hit not one shot from a cop. I truly believe if one of those cops or a few of those cops would have let off some rounds, it would have went totally different. I truly believe if they didn't do all this baton foolishness, if they would have let off a couple rounds, not in the air, into a couple people, it would have definitely backed up half of them motherfuckers. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Who knows? In hindsight, who the hell knows? So they just walk around with the nuclear launch equipment? That's what they do? What? They really just walk around with nuclear launch equipment? Isn't that stored somewhere? A Marine at that. So the vice president is American? None of those people in that building are Americans that y'all are trying to attack? Y'all are some fucking idiots. Y'all are some idiots, man. I hate these people. You see that sign? Y'all see that sign? Blacks for Trump. Blacks, and you don't see not one black person out there. What the fuck? Yo, I hate these people. I hate these people. I hate these people. Idiots. These are complete fucking boneheads. I had it on mute the whole time. I didn't even know that. My bad. I'm up here talking. Damn, like I said, y'all didn't hear me. I'm sorry. I didn't notice I had it on mute. There's hundreds of guys standing at this door. Thousands of people outside of that building. And they're going to go try to find a woman to go hurt a woman. Guys, all mostly men. 99%, 98, 95% men are storming the Capitol to go hurt a woman. And these are proud, they're proud. This is what they call themselves, proud boys. And they're proud of this. You know how much it takes to not hit, for one man to not hit one woman, much less 100 men to go and find a woman to go and do something to her violently? Because somebody else said something? Yo, these some cowards, yo. Hold up. What kind of mask? Wait, so is this something that they already prepared for in this? Because if they already have gas masks underneath there, is that what it is? Because they already have regular masks because of, whatever that pandemic foolishness was. So they actually have gas masks underneath each seat so they're prepared. Like I done lost a subscriber. They'll like this. All the police got guns. Hey, see, y'all don't like it when it's y'all woman, but when it's a government woman, y'all, it's an issue. No, it's a woman. Period. Right? Y'all don't like it, but see, at this point, you're not a woman. You are just like these other dudes. Point blank. It's like if a woman hit a man, she becomes a man. That's what I was taught. My mother taught me this. Now, no man taught me this. My mother taught me if a woman hits a man, she becomes a man because she know for a fact this is a man and she should never put her hands on a man because he can react and forget that you're a woman. When your life is in danger and you have thousands and hundreds of people come try to break down the door, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Stand his motherfucking ground. You ain't no woman at that point. You trying to attack. Hmm. For the moment. Yo, you see how they use God in this? You see how they use God in this? Yo, you got to be out here. This is I'm gonna shut up. Shut up. I ain't gonna say it. Barbarians. These are barbarians. There was no OC spray nowhere. Y'all don't have nothing. Y'all have rubber bullets. Y'all don't have nothing. This is insane. Okay, those rubber bullets. I tell you one thing. Yeah, this is exactly why I couldn't be a police. Cause I'm telling you, yeah, y'all think y'all talk about them trigger happy. Yeah, you thousands of people rushing me, I'm letting it off. Call me what you want, call me. Thousands of people rushing me, I'm letting it go. One person rushing me, I'm letting it go. You think what? You ain't putting my life in danger. Fuck you. I'm going home to my family. I'm only out here because I'm doing my job. That's it. Y'all know how heavy a fire extinguisher is? Like I work with CO2, PKP, what's the other one? God, I can't remember. I can't remember other one, but it's 3 different kind of fire extinguishers. Them things is heavy as hell. Listen, the rioters had more better weapons than they did, and this is a pepper spray and all that. Because if the police had the correct pepper spray or OC spray, they could have cleared a lot of that out, or tear gas. Oh, this the one. Yeah, they beat two of them super badly. Oh, they trampled her. Proves to me that this is a bunch of racists. Everything that they're doing, everything I've seen it multiple times within this video. These were a bunch of racist fucking pieces of shits, barbarians that thought they could do whatever. Yo, let me tell y'all something. If anybody that's watching this, be aware, because if they would do this to the Capitol, they'll do this to your home. And if a motherfucker think he gonna come to my house, I'm gonna wait for your ass. And I got more to come. More comes with this. You better believe it. I'm gonna wait for you. You come anywhere close to my neighborhood, I'm going to take your ass out. Make that very clear. I'm going to take you out. I am not the police. I don't go by any goddamn no oath or none of that. I go by man morals. I go by protecting my family. I go by not bringing your bullshit around where I'm at. Keep y'all violence and y'all ignorant bullshit where y'all at. Stay in the backwoods some fucking where. Let us real American peoples, black and white, in between and all around. This is unnecessary. Y'all did things that people that did not need to be done. If y'all are really who y'all say y'all are, you would have never done this. Because you're doing it to your own people. It ain't like y'all went over to another country and did it. Imagine all of these fuckers getting on a plane and going to another country and doing this. They wouldn't. But y'all doing it in y'all country though. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't look at no flesh, no man, no dick and balls like how any of these people do. And I listen, and I admire my dad to the utmost, and I don't even look at him like this. There's no man or no woman in this world that I look at and I say, oh, they're my leader. Not one. There's no man or no woman in this world that is my leader. Point blank. I am my own leader. I am my own man. I go by on my own fucking my morality and my who the I can't even get it out. There's no way. Not a president, not a celebrity, not a football player, not an athlete, not a nothing. If you ain't God himself, if you ain't God, him or she or whoever God is, you are not my leader on this Sunday morning. I would never give no flesh, not one fucking piece of flesh, that much to give them that much power over me, to say they're my leader. I have no leader. I lead within my own, for sure. And even when I follow, I lead. Leaders disappoint. Mm. Those said Proud Boys that they're talking about, they knew they didn't have enough that many numbers. They knew there were going to be people out there already protesting. So why not be the antagonist? Why not be the one that riles everyone up? Because we know people are fucking idiots. We know they're idiots. We know they're easily gullible. Just like they're gullible as well for their so-called leader, but these people are in the mix. As you heard in the beginning of this clip, they said we're going to be in the mix. We're going to look like any other person, whether it's going to look like Antifa or whoever the case may be. So that it looks like a regular, quote unquote, person and not their leader of whatever set group they're a part of. It doesn't look like they're the ones that's setting it off. It just look like, oh, Joe Blow next to me is saying, let's go. He has enough pride like me to run into this building. But the whole time it's been some proud boy leader for Trump. See? And your clown ass went and did it. You's a clown. You's a bunch of freaking clowns. Yo, I don't care who it is. There's no man on this earth that could convince me to go hurt somebody else. I ain't never been in a gang. I can never be in a gang because first, as soon as the gang leader comes to me and say, "Hey, you see, you know, Wada Wada across the way. Yeah, Wada Wada, I want him taken out, and I want you to do it. Why? Why do you want me to do it? What did he do to me? Did he do something to you? And if he did do something to you, why you don't go do it? And then that me and that person gonna be beef. Me and that so-called leader. I ain't with that. Ain't no way. Mm. Now I know black and yellow is. See. Mm. Asking for reinforcements. That's insane. This is insane, yo. I've never like this is crazy that this happened like this. Like the more videos I see, I'm like, this like how did this happen? How did they not prepare for this? How, these people were saying it left and right that they were going to be doing this. Mm. So they're just going door to door to door. Yeah, they're just going door to door. And said his name too. Biggs, what you got to say? So he just going left. Just like each door, just what the hell? Clowns. Mm. Rocks and every daggone thing. If you can, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button.
Grown ass men looking for a woman. Grown ass men. Thousands and hundreds of grown ass men looking for a woman. Y'all some clowns. They said it all before. And it was them the whole time. Wait a minute. We got black guys that are Proud Boys. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got black. We got a black man that's a Proud Boy? How is that? Okay. You know what? I was about to get off, but I'm a little curious. Now that I just seen that. Because I want to go prepare for this other show that I'm going to do in about an hour or so. Okay, so I just found this here from this guy. Let's do this one. It's a little shorter because I don't want to be on this all day. I'm just curious now. I'm super. Once I go down a rabbit hole, it's like this is how I get a lot of research. I usually do better shows than this, but this one was. I was watching riots, and then that brought me down a rabbit hole of the insurrection, and then now this is bringing me down a rabbit hole of the Proud Boys. That's what prison is. The same way you just locked up the president of Venezuela in them same nasty ass prisons, sir. Prison is not a bed of roses. And they did crimes. And they should be serving their time because that was actually treason. What they did. This kid been all over the place. He's been in Minnesota, all that. He's been covering all of this stuff. I forgot the name of his name. Oh boy. Let's see. Shout out to this guy, man. Never seen his channel before. I just looked up Proud Boys and I went to see what's actually going on. They already starting off wrong for me. Both of them got sunglasses on inside. They already starting off wrong for me. I don't know if they could be trusted. I don't know. If I can't see your eyes, I can't trust you. Drinking makes better men. Oh, what a bump. Being drunk makes better men. You starting off wrong with me. God. And this is a drinking club full of 35,000, almost 45,000 people worldwide. And this is a drink. Shut up, man. Shut up. Okay, so that's not because of the other guy. That's because of him. Yeah, he might have been got picked on or whatever the case may be. But without him having the knowledge and going out there, because you said he's now more successful than the guy that was making fun of him. So the other guy was just saying shit just to say it because he had nothing to even back it up because he's not even as successful as he think he is. And this man had a family he had to take care of. And he still made it happen after leaving his 9 to 5. And he made it happen even more. So what are we talking about here? So you only see each other 12 times a year? Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. They ain't white supremacists, but they're racist. Western values or Christian values? Western values or Christian values? You're talking. It's about Western values, but you said you have 10,000 other members abroad. Shut the fuck. Yo, y'all. An organization without no order. Boo for the commercials. A boo for the commercials. And you also choose that as well. You also choose that job. You could also quit that job. We have free will. We have free will. There's different jobs out here. And you could also leave that same job. Now I get what he's trying to say, but that's not the biggest boss. Because if that's the case, then when you join your organization, y'all are the bosses now. Because now y'all are telling them what they need to do and what they have to do and this and the third. They're not doing it off of their own will. They're doing it off of what you tell them to do. Just like what their boss told them to do. We all have something in this world that we have to answer to, whether we like it or fucking not. We have something in this world we have to answer to, whether it's God or your boss or your parent or your whatever the case. There's something you have to answer to. I don't give a damn if you think you're an entrepreneur and then you want to become a content creator and then you come on this YouTube platform. Guess what? You got to follow YouTube rules. There's rules everywhere, no matter what. Even if you make your own rules, there's a rule. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I got my stuff off mute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think my mic is very loud. I see everything. I see all of the. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, put a 1. If y'all can hear me, put a 1. Oh no, I can hear myself. I just looked up the live stream. So, hey, Golden, it might be your audio because I can hear everything. Okay, so it might be your audio. I just checked on my iPad. All right. Which you shouldn't. Which you shouldn't. And which that means you should be put on a pedestal, dummy. You're going to say that we're the masters of the universe, but you say they should be put on a pedestal. No, it should be the other way around. If you're saying we're the masters of the universe, it starts with us. The seeds start with us, everything. Oh, okay. It's the video. Got you. Hold, give me a second. Huh. I wonder what happened here. What happened? Okay, you can still hear me. Let me go back. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Sometimes this does this, and I don't know. I'm glad you did tell me. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hopefully this should be it here. Can you hear this audio now? There we go, y'all. I apologize. That was me. Damn, the whole time. I hope this wasn't happening the whole time.
You get your bad.
Let me go back some.
I accept that. if you think that we have a perfect organization, we don't. Matter of fact, I don't get along with a lot of my guys. I get along with some of them, but we're all brothers and we respect each other, which is like number one.
Yeah. So, and
It was
the
just for
tenets
this
that you
video.
mentioned are very important to me. My biggest flex in life is that my wife is a trad wife. She wanted to not have to work, and I'm incredibly happy to not have my wife going and working for another man. It feels unnatural, and I didn't like it. So when she said that's what she wanted to do, I was super happy to be able to facilitate that.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. Do you want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name.
supremacists and
Who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud Boys.
Appreciate you,
Stand
Golden.
back and
My
stand
bad.
by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. FBI director This is a left-wing problem.
White
supremacists.
Are you comfortable talking about the process of what it takes to become a Proud Boy? Is there an initiation? Is there a prospect period? How does that
I'm
work?
curious
Is it
about
like
that
a
as well.
traditional gang or organization like that?
So the way that we structure our vetting is very extensive. You know, we go through not only like your criminal history and just
To join a drinking club, you have to go through their history, extensive background to join. Come on, man. Come on, Enrique. Enrique.
You were a felon at some point for like some stupid shit. Doesn't like negate you. Like, we're looking for other charges. You know, we're looking for like mass violence. We're looking for, you know, kiddie shit, things like that. We don't want none of that shit in that thing.
So you guys have a no pedophile.
You're looking for mass violence, but y'all did the insurrection on January 6th, which is mass violence. What are we talking about?
File no sex offender type policy.
Yes, that's an absolute fucking
What are we talking about?
zero tolerance policy with pedos. And we'll get into prison pedos too. Had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
The dude on there with the fucking speaker is a fucking pedophile, and you guys let him fucking hang around here.
Is that a legend?
You know what would have happened if he would have been on our side? I would have fucking stabbed his ass.
Your
in
president's
prison.
a pedophile.
I've stabbed fucking pedophiles in prison.
Is that admission on camera that you stab people in prison?
I stab pedophiles. They're not people.
And we let you out of prison.
And you should
Our
fucking
president let a person
They should put
stab
in a
people in
guillotine.
prison.
They should be put in a guillotine to fend pedophiles. You fucking.
File free in the app if you
Okay.
didn't file with us last
I
year.
mean, I slightly
Just
agree
file
with
with
him.
TurboTax. Do it
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I agree with him on certain things. You know what I mean? Fuck going to prison. That's what the part I don't agree with. You know what I mean? When he say prison pedos, like, no, you're just a pedo, period. You just happen to be in prison. You don't have special, like, they didn't bring a child to the prison for you to touch them. So what are we talking about here?
The fact, yeah, it's an extensive process. There is a prospecting portion. So the only way.
Oh, shout out to you, all the way from
really,
Wales.
because your values,
I don't know how to talk like you all, yeah? Just a little bit. I can't even do it all the way. Just a little bit, yeah?
your values could be all over the place. You don't have to be a Trump supporter. You don't have to be like, you don't have to have a certain set of ideals, right? But the thing that kicks out the most Proud Boys, where we remove them, is socially awkward people. If you're socially retarded, you're not going to make it. You know, if you can't hang out with the boys at a bar and just like be normal, you're not going to make it through here. We'll grind you down, we'll kick you out, or you're going to change.
Because you can't go to a bar.
Those are two things.
and
We're
hang
not
out.
looking for people. If you're in the vetting process and all you say is, "Oh, well, yeah, we're going to go fight Antifa." Okay, but what's something else?
I
No,
had to
no,
join
I'm
the
here
military.
to fight Antifa. We don't want you. You're out. And also, some of those people that do come in from the videos, those are good prospects because we'll ask them other questions and we give them time to assimilate. Everybody that comes in and thinks that we're like some type of fight club, that we're like, okay, he won't be socially awkward, he has the right views, and we put him in the prospecting stage, it is nothing like they ever dreamed of. You know, it's nothing like they could ever think. They think it's like this organized like thing. We're the most unorganized organization you'll ever see in your fucking life.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
You know, it's just
Sounds
a group
horrible.
of dudes that are shit posting, drinking beers together, and hanging out. And some of us are political activists. As a matter of fact, if I were to gauge it,
It sounds like a bunch of degenerates. How would they bomb buckle out y'all talk? I'm gonna say the man, he's a fucking idiot. You make your organization sound even more idiotic. It make y'all look even more stupid. You described your group or your whatever you want to call it as a drinking club that meets once a month, and your
I'd say 90% of our membership aren't activists at all. You know, the most like political thing they've done.
That's not a Wales accent. I don't know.
They'll check a box
I tried.
when they got to go vote. You know, they'll never come out to a rally or anything. So
you know what me know? Me know a Jamaican accent for sure. I me that. All right. You know that?
It's a small portion of us that come around and do these
certain
things.
thing
Like do security for events. Come out here to Portland, get some content, talk to some people, shake hands, kiss babies, and if some shit pops off, then we're ready.
You know what? Like, we're here to have fun. We're here to support our ICE agents. And if they decide to touch anybody, I think all of us, I think that's just my guys. I think everybody would step in the way.
Yes,
so I'm hoping
sir.
we don't see that.
Wait. Y'all are Proud Boys. Wait. Go back. Wait. I'm so confused. Go back. Okay, I'm explaining why he listens to it again.
And if they decide to touch anybody,
if some shit pops off, then we're ready.
you know what? Like, we're here to have fun. We're here to support our ICE agents. And if they decide to touch anybody, I think all of us, I think that's just
They're here to have fun. So you're literally a drinking club that is going out to do violent things to people because it's fun. Not because it's right or you're protecting someone. You're saying you're helping out ICE agents. ICE agents have the police to back them. They have the National Guard to back them. Who are you? You're just in the way. You just want to be in something because you want to be violent. Come on.
Hi guys, I think everybody would step in the way.
Yes,
so I'm hoping
sir.
we don't see that.
So it's not like a traditional street gang where you'll get jumped in.
No, they get drunk.
So you don't
get
get
drunk
Where you have to go and show of heart
and they finger pop each other at the bar.
and you know, blood in, blood out type of situation.
No, if you want to leave the Proud Boys, you know, go ahead, leave. There's nothing, you know, it's not like you're out bad or none of that shit.
Yeah.
So there is a beat-in process, but it's not what a lot of people think. So we have degrees. There's 4 degrees, or there might be more, but let's start with the 4 degrees. So you go prospect, and then if the chapter votes in unison,
this is a gang.
You're allowed to become a member.
When you say a prospect, that's what biker gangs do. Biker gangs start somebody off as a prospect before they get their jacket or their vest or whatever the case may be. That's what they call. That's a part of a biker gang. So all y'all doing is taking the same those elements of a biker gang and then putting it in y'all gang now, because it's a gang. I don't give a damn what you say. This is not no organization. This is a gang. This is a gang with no morals and no nothing. Y'all just going because y'all think. Y'all know that it's strength in numbers, and then y'all get drunk and act stupid and go out here and do idiotic shit to innocent people.
Of the organization, which is your first degree, and you take your oath, and the oath is,
I am a Western chauvinist. And I refuse to apologize for creating the modern world.
that makes you a member. After
Okay, well, all right. So since you're not in America, well, I originally was looking at some videos of the riots that's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota, because ICE agents, ASHA, or whatever you want to call them, they're deporting illegals, but some of the stuff that how they're going about it, which I could go to another video that I did not too long ago, has been extreme. Then there are also rioters that are going to the extreme as well. I'm talking about, we're gonna go back, as a matter of fact, after this, and they're letting off fireworks, they're doing all types of stuff. Now, what brought me down the rabbit hole to get to this point is because I remembered about the 2020 insurrection against the U.S. Capitol when they stormed the U.S. Capitol. We just watched footage of like two different videos of that, and it was extreme. Like, I've seen snippets, but these people went, 6 months and compiled a bunch of different videos and made it into one. And when you see that footage, you're just like, whoa, this is crazy. And I kept hearing the Proud Boys. I kept hearing Antifa. I kept hearing all these different names. And the Proud Boys really stood out to me, especially when Trump said it on TV. And he's like, oh, Proud Boys stand down, this, that, and the third. And it was like, who's the Proud Boys? So I'm sorry. Then I heard this guy named Enrique Tarrio. So Enrique is one of the Proud Boys main leaders, and I guess they had gave him some time, but then Trump pardoned him and all this other stuff. So I was like, I wanted to hear exactly what the Proud Boys were, and to find out who it is, why not, watch the interview of the actual leader talking about the gang, because this is a gang at this point. This is a terrorist group. This is a gang. This is all of that. But they have the backing of Trump, so they get away with a bunch of different things. But enough with him. You know what? Let's go back since and I could show you exactly. Give me a second. I'm gonna switch screens real quick so I can go look this up. We're gonna go back real quick to the other video. 1 second here. Give me a second, y'all. Riots, Minnesota. So we'll go back to, I want to go back to last night if I could find that video from last night, because it got really bad last night. I fell asleep with the live on, so I kind of woke up this morning with it on my brain. Here goes one video here that we did watch. Boo for the commercials. Boo for the commercials.
Are you, how long until you do it? Okay, I can do that. My battery needs to be swapped if it's another one after that.
It got crazier than this actual
now again.
Way crazy.
What?
So that's the National Guard on the other side. They call in the National Guard to control the rioters or the protesters, because not everybody is rioting.
Back, all the way back.
And again, this is because I shot a woman in Minneapolis while she was driving away. It was a bunch of craziness. I think I'm gonna go back and we'll review that in a second as well. So I just wanted to show y'all this, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can find that other footage from last night, because they were getting it all.
Where's my Michael? Where's my Michael?
Where's my Michael? Hey, every man want a woman to call out for him like that. Not where's Michael? Where's my Michael? That's her Michael. Where's her Michael? Every man want to feel like that. I'm here, baby. So that guy, there's a guy over there in the corner that they're arresting. And as you can see that the police, the National Guard is in the tank, and then the police are over on the other side. The National Guard is on this big guy. Like he's so they lock him up. Okay, so damn, this made it all the way over to the UK. That's what happened. Made it to international news.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't fucking breathe.
There's 6 of you.
I can't fucking breathe. Hey, back up. Back up. I'm backing up.
Did he have to point that in his face like that? You didn't.
Fucking worthless.
check the other officer. I mean, the other National Guard out compared to that.
Keep backing up. Thank you.
Way more polite. Didn't have to put the canister in their face. And that's a big guy. Oh, dude. He's cornbread fed.
Go home. If you're not part of the class, leave the wing. Go home. I'm allowed to be here. Go home. This is a protest. This is a protest. Go home. First Amendment right. Why are you telling me to go home? How about you go home? How about you go home? This is go home. How about that? I'm moving this way. I'm not going home.
No, not here. Not here. Like I said, what got me down to the rabbit hole of the Proud Boys was thinking about that here they're using all of the violence on the civilians that are protesting, but when the insurrection happened, they weren't doing the same things. They weren't shooting people. They weren't doing none of that. I think one person got shot, and you know she wound up passing away and all that. So it was kind of like just a rabbit hole type of thing. Let me go find another video real quick. So no, the Proud Boys weren't necessarily a part of this, but I'm sure they're there helping the ICE agents, which was the other video that I showed you that they were saying they were helping ICE agents and all of that stuff like that. Boom. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. One second. Boom. Okay. I'm really trying to find it because that last night they got wild. Like they really hold on. Because I had it. I was watching it last night. Hopefully they didn't take it down because it got really bad last night. Let me see. Hopefully they didn't take it down, man. Hopefully they didn't take it down because boom. All right, I don't look like they have that one up, but we'll go back to this video here. Let me get this preview out of here.
We're outside the Federal Whipple building, and it's been getting a bit tense.
Protests continue to engulf Minneapolis 1 week after ICE officer Jonathan Ross shot and killed Renee Nicole Good. Federal officials say that the shooting was self-defense.
Yeah, it's just civilians right now that are coming out. Anything that they can do to try to stop ICE from doing their job, they're doing it. I was gonna try to see if I could find that video somewhere. I'm gonna extract. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna take this away from here. Give me a second. Give me a second. While I do this here. Find it. Can y'all hold on? Y'all can't hear it. I just noticed that. My bad, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I don't know what's been happening with this damn system.
Frustrated about what's happening.
Do you work with ICE?
No, there's a separation ordinance. We have nothing to do
Okay,
with
now y'all
the
can hear it.
federal,
I don't know what's going on.
actions that are
Just today has been acting by this
Itself at the
system
center
that I
of
use
an
has been acting
escalating
stupid.
standoff
I don't
between
know.
federal and local government. Just this week, 6 federal prosecutors resigned amid pressure to treat Good's death as an assault on a federal officer.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism.
To Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara, the shooting was inevitable.
The biggest thing that I am afraid of that is real is that we can have a tragedy happen in this city.
O'Hara took over the Minneapolis Police Department in 2022, 2 years after George Floyd was killed by police.
So we've been stuck over the last several weeks as the local police, kind of getting dragged into the middle of these situations where there's community that's angry and frustrated about what's happening.
Do you work with ICE?
No, there's a separation ordinance. We have nothing to do with the federal actions that are taking place. But then when our cops show up, the people who are protesting then turn their frustration and their anger on our cops. We have been trying for the last few years very intentionally to try and rebuild trust with all of our residents in the city because of what happened here.
Okay, it's just a laxative.
Relax, it's me.
The concern is when we have outsiders coming into our town wearing vests that say police, engaging in methods that are both unsafe, but also that are just questionable, acting like an asshole to people on the street. I mean, this just it's just damaging to the reputation of all of law enforcement. Not acting like a professional on the street, talking to people in ways that are not respectful.
Where do you think this is gonna go next?
What this should lead to is somebody in charge taking a look at things objectively and saying, hey, maybe we need to look at our procedures. Hey,
U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
That's what police agencies have been doing in this country.
Or it could be HSA.
The situation that we're in, it feels almost like things are kind of upside down.
What happened to Good wasn't an isolated incident.
Yeah, or Homeland Security.
The journal identified 12 other instances of federal immigration agents firing at or into vehicles since July. And one other resulted in a death. DHS told the journal that in all of these incidents, the officer acted in self-defense because the drivers were using their cars as deadly weapons. The spokesperson called the chief's remarks, quote, disgusting, and said this rhetoric encouraged assaults on officers.
Our ICE officers and our CBP officers are seeing highly coordinated campaign of violence against them. They still need to be able to carry out those operations. We do have to send those federal reinforcements so that we can continue with these operations and make sure that people and our law enforcement are safe.
Across the Twin Cities, a vast network of volunteers have mobilized to track federal agents.
It from last night, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not impeding. You guys are all here. I'm not impeding. I got you.
Sorry.
Don't worry about me, bro. Let's do this. Drop your weapons. Let's do this. Get out. Go ahead.
I think y'all hearing all that
The day
audio as
after
well.
Good was
Shit.
shot, we
I'm
joined
trying to
Amanda
find it, y'all,
Kohler
but I'm
and
trying to
St.
run
Paul's Council member
Hold on, give me a
Wajong
second.
Kim
Okay.
on
Boom.
an ice watching patrol.
Hey, this is Amanda and Wajong. We're heading from North End towards
Okay,
Midway.
I think I might have found it.
Unless you need us elsewhere.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. Bring the screen over here. Now, bring the screen right here. Bring this screen here. So y'all can see what's going on.
Cam Higbee is live on the ground in Minneapolis.
So, Cam, what's cooking tonight?
Well, they've started 2 fires just behind me to keep them warm. It's currently 9 degrees. They're still out here. They've also stacked cinder blocks. Not going to keep yourself warm with those. And they're just out here every night. Last night, they tried to pull the fence down surrounding the federal building. They walked through the gate. Eventually, it was locked. It's not good.
Please tell me you haven't seen any women holding babies, please.
No, but the other night when they broke into the hotel that they believed ICE was staying at, I saw lots of toddlers and small children that they brought out to a legitimate riot in the middle of the night with tons of violence.
Do these women, are the kids in strollers? Or do they have them in like
Doesn't
one of those
matter.
little
They shouldn't be out there.
swings?
Sometimes they have them in strollers, but the other night I saw several small children just being walked around. And I mean, these are kids that are, you know, this big.
Oh my God. And the fathers, are dads there?
No
His
fathers.
description of a child,
So it's
this
no
big.
dads, it's moms, and they're bringing kids. That's insane. And how cold is it? It's 9 degrees?
It's 9 degrees. It's bouncing between 8 and 9.
Okay, so what's the energy tonight? Is it more of a hardcore crew, kind of the Antifa people, or are there women out there as well?
Well, women have found their place in Antifa. There are definitely Antifa types out here. Many of them have passed right by us. They wear their paint gas masks and their balaclavas. Those people are always out here. The difference in the crowd is always day and night, literally. So during the day, it's still a very vicious crowd, but at night is when you start to get like groups of Somalis coming in, and they don't. It seems that they just don't really care what happens, and those are the kinds of
And
people
if
that
you're not
throw a lot of
aware,
stuff.
there's a huge Somalian ordeal that's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now, where it's like a bunch of fraud and stuff going on. Maybe I might look that up real quick. See, I like this rabbit hole type stuff. See, y'all gonna have me go down and show y'all that as well. But in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's already a bunch of stuff going on. And I think that's why they deployed ICE there so quickly, because of all of the fraud allegations that's happening there. Like I said, I could look up the video so y'all could hear exactly more of the fraud stuff. But yeah, it's a lot going on in Minneapolis right now. It's not looking good for them at all. And a few years ago it was the George Floyd thing and all of that stuff. So they had riots here before, but I think it's getting a little bit more ridiculous now, for sure.
And stuff like that. When Nick and I got our Jeep attacked, they had pre-frozen water bottles. So the water bottles were frozen ahead of time and then thrown at our Jeep.
Wait, so you were under attack? What happened?
A couple nights ago, Nick Sorter and I were out here, and we were in our Jeep trying to keep a low profile. We only came out when there was clashes between protesters and federal agents, and they surrounded our Jeep, forced us to drive through the crowd. Nobody was hit, luckily, but they were throwing frozen water bottles and rocks at the vehicle.
Wow.
And they pulled their cars out in front of us, just like Renee Nicole Good did to those ICE agents. They blocked us from the front and the back.
Oh my God. All right, well, you guys got to behave yourselves, stay safe.
Couldn't
Don't
do
get
that in
into too much
Florida.
trouble, but you're doing an amazing job documenting all of this stuff for us. So keep at it. We appreciate it, Cam.
Thanks, Jesse.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
Yeah, you can't do that in Florida. You do that in Florida, you're gonna get your head knocked off. That is for sure. Let me look up the I was just watching something the other day about this fraud. Yeah. Just gonna do a little deep dive into this. This was actually 3 days ago with this one, or was it? In fact, I'll do this one instead.
At Burger King, you inspire the menu. Try the ultimate steakhouse Whopper today.
Need it now? You can get it here. The parts you need, right where you can get them on parts.cat.com.
For the commercial.
Imagine if that city or that town was suddenly invaded by thousands of federal agents that do not share the values that you hold dear. Imagine if your daily routines were disrupted. And what we are seeing time and time again is
and this is the mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Unconstitutional conduct by ICE. ICE is not new. What is new is the way that the Trump administration is presently conducting themselves.
Mayor Jacobs Frey's wife. So like I said, she served as a lobbyist and a government liaison for Hilden Advocacy and Law.
The firm provided legal representation and lobbying services to Feed Our Future, the NGO that orchestrated the massive
Okay,
200...
this is not the video here. I'm sorry. This isn't the video. That's not it.
I'm asking No. You don't ask me nothing, man.
$2.25 million.
Get out. Are we the only community that does fraud?
How come they said this building was closed?
And this guy has been on the ground for a lot of different events. Like he's the one who pretty much was the whistleblower for this whole fraud thing, and that's what pretty much had Trump deploy people to Minnesota, is what I believe.
You guys know where advanced mobility is?
Because before this, they were not
looking
in
for it. Never heard of it?
Minnesota.
They know we're shining the light on the fraud, and they have no defense.
Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
The Minnesota fraud scandal continues to get worse and worse as billions of dollars of fraud has been exposed, and as I showed the world the blatant fraud taking place at daycares and other locations across Minnesota, it became the most viewed video expose on the internet and created instant...
Yeah, it's weird that people do that when there's, too many videos out here not from media accounts, from actual people that are on boots on the ground. So it's weird that people are not being truthful about what's really going on in Minnesota. And that's why this video right here is very important, because like I said, this was pretty much what whistle blew the whole thing.
Change within the government as the Fed sent thousands of federal agents to Minnesota, and the HHS froze over $185 million in all payments to childcare. And while politicians like Tim Walz call people like me white supremacist and far-right delusional conspiracy theorists for exposing the fraud, meanwhile, he actually dropped out of running for re-election. The Minnesota fraud scandal has erupted the nation as protests and riots took place, all starting because daycares like Quality Learning Center were exposed. However, the daycares is only a small portion of the fraud taking place in Minnesota. In this video, I will take you into what has continued to allow this fraud to happen and connect all of the dots for you, exposing all of the fraud from strange connections of the business owners and the politicians who have openly admitted to the fraud on live TV. And to dive deep into the fraud, I met back up with the local David, who has been investigating this widespread fraud scandal for years. So here in Minnesota, you have daycare fraud, you have adult daycare fraud, you have healthcare fraud, and you even have more fraud. What's some of the fraud that's also taking place here inside of Minnesota?
Well, what I think might be sort of the heart of the beast here is this transportation fraud. And what I mean by that is in Minnesota, we have something called non-emergency medical transportation, NEMT. My research has shown that there are about 1,020 such companies in Minnesota. Jeez. And more than 90% of them are Somali owned.
And so right here on the table, what do we have? All this information right here.
So I have a number of companies that are local here in the Twin Cities, and this is just a fraction of the companies that are out there. What I found was that the national average for a non-emergency medical transportation company is 20 vehicles per company. A lot of these
it's absolutely true. 100%
companies,
true.
Their address is an apartment.
It is.
Some are in a house. Some are in a convenience store. Some of them.
It is something that's been going on, well, for the last maybe 2 or 3 months or so. It's been a huge thing here, and it's been rocking the nation. And that's why, like I said, the last video this guy did is what pretty much got Trump to deploy all of those agents to Minneapolis, and he also got the governor to drop out of running for governor the next term. So it's a lot going on here, and like I said, it was another video as well where he actually went and started to not debunk, but to find out what was actually happening there. But you have a guy here, which the guy on the right hand side is more boots on the ground because he lives in Minnesota, so he knows more of the situation than the guy on the left, which the guy on the left, he's like more of like an investigative reporter type of guy. So I think his name is Nick Shirley is his name.
In a vacant building, there's no signage, there's nobody there.
And so why would there be such a need for all these transportation companies here inside of Minnesota?
There's no need. If you think of this transportation as the hub of the wheel. So child care is a spoke, adult daycare is a spoke, autism is a spoke.
Makes sense.
The interpreter services, which we could get into, that's another spoke. It all ties back to transportation. Why? Because
they need
those
transportation
meals
for all
had
of
to
those
be,
things.
someone had to deliver those meals, someone has to deliver the kid to autism, or say they did. So it all revolves around the transportation. And so when you're looking at this, you say, okay, well, let's just be conservative. Let's go on the low side. Let's say there are only 800 Somali-owned non-emergency medical transportation companies in Minnesota. Well, again, the average is 20 vehicles per company. So that's 800 times 20. And the way these NEMT companies are paid is if they bring someone to a doctor's appointment, whatever the case might be, or Costco or wherever they're going, because remember, it's non-emergency medical transportation.
Right.
Well, we went to Costco because they have to eat or they'll die. So that's considered, right? So it's almost impossible to figure out from the outside what exactly the payments are for each of these trips. But I have a pretty good idea. So when someone provides a transportation to a facility or a location, they're also paid for the time to sit there and wait.
Hey, this is America. It's in the words of what's his name? Oh my God, Childish Gambino. This is America. Okay, fraud runs rampant here. There's so many ways of fraud, welfare fraud. Of course, check fraud, bank fraud, stuff like that. But like this type of stuff, it happens every day. SNAP benefits, which is like food benefits and EBT, independence, whatever you want to call it. That's what they call it. Yeah, there's a lot of people that would say maybe they have, they don't have a job and they have 6 kids. And, there's people that are getting SNAP benefits and getting 6, 7, there was a lady said she was getting almost $2,000 in SNAP food benefits. So just imagine you're getting $2,000 free money for food for 6, 7 kids. And how much, even if you have 3 kids, like you're not eating $1,000 worth of food. So you're buying junk food, all these different things. And now there's a thing now with that where they're not even allowing people to buy snacks and stuff like that with that. You have to actually buy food. It used to be where you couldn't buy hot food, but I just seen something where Burger King is actually allowing people to buy hot food with SNAP benefits. I just saw this.
For the appointment to end,
I saw it on
and then drive the person back. So they're paid 3 different ways, and the average is going to be $50 per trip. So it's going to the appointment is a trip, coming back trip. So that's $100 per round trip. So if you have 800 companies in Minnesota that are NEMT companies, they all own 20 vehicles, and they're all making 10 trips a day, and it's $50 per trip. So it's 800 times 20 times 10 trips times $50 a trip. Do the math. And the reality is, how many of these trips are being provided? 0. They don't have to provide any. Why? Because times 50 10 trips a day, and it's $50 per trip. So it's 800
a day
times 20 times 10 trips times $50 a trip.
$8,000.
And the reality is, how many of these trips are being provided? 0. They don't have to provide any. Why? Because when they are paid by the state of Minnesota, these companies go online and they fill out a form, and it just says, okay, how many trips, how many miles. They submit that electronically to the state, and boom, they get paid. Nobody bothers to check. They don't call the dentist. Did this kid show up? They don't do anything. As soon as that form is filed with the state of Minnesota, that payment goes out immediately.
And so essentially,
here you go, right here. SNAP accepted here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Burger King is now accepting SNAP benefits. So you could use your independence card to get food from here for free, pretty much. Yeah.
Actually, these transportation companies are what hold all of the fraud together, because you have the daycare centers working with the transportation companies.
I give you another fraud. with SNAP benefits. So let's say if you go to a corner store here in America, right? And when you go to this corner store, you're not supposed to buy hot food, but they would charge it still in the corner store. Not only would they charge in the corner store, they will give you actual money. So let's say if you have, $150 of food stamps, and then you take that food stamp card and you go to the grocery store. I mean, not grocery store, the corner store, because you can't do this in a grocery store. This is like small mom and pop. A lot of times it'd be a lot of people from overseas that's doing this, and you bring it there, and they will give you money for your food stamps. I don't know exactly how much because I never did it, but I know people that have done it, and I never really got into it to be like, hey, they give you the actual amount, or do they give you like 75 cents on the dollar, or do they give, you know what I'm saying? Because like here as well, like people buy food stamps from people, and when they buy the food stamps from you, they give you like 50 cents on the dollar, 75 cents on the dollar, whatever the case may be, because it's free. It's free for them, but you're paying for it. So yeah, people sell their way of eating.
The adult daycare centers working with the transportation companies, the healthcare companies working with the transportation companies. So it's just another way to bill and to also make it look like something's happening here inside of Minnesota.
This is the belly of the beast. All of this fraud revolves around these transportation companies. All of it. This touches every part of fraud here in Minnesota.
And today we're going to go confront these people. We confronted them last time. There was no kids in any of the child care centers. And today, what do you expect to see?
I think we're going to see some vehicles because, when I drive around the cities here, I see these Somalis driving. Mostly it's like a Plymouth Caravan or whatever. And there's never, ever been a passenger. And in 7 years, I've never seen a passenger in any of these vehicles. I've followed some of them. They're going to Costco, they're going to Sam's Club, they're going to Walmart. The driver gets out, goes in there, loads up a shopping cart, comes in, puts it in the van, and off they go back to where they live.
And now we're going to go out and see what's happening with these transportation companies.
And here's the other thing. Kim Walz and the Department of Human Service, you threw the people of Minnesota under the bus. Shame on you, and I'm coming for you.
You heard it here first, David.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you can be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions. This is Eve. It's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
Unlock the world's largest, most liquid financial market with Forex.com. Forex, or FX, involves trading one currency for another. It's a big deal with a daily turnover of $7.5 trillion.
All right, let's go. So where's the first location we're going to?
The first location is a company called Safari Transportation, Cedar Avenue South in Minneapolis.
And so what makes Safari Transportation Company an interesting transportation company?
Well,
allegedly fraudulent.
Well, the thing about Safari is that they've been registered since 2015 with the state of Minnesota as operating vehicles. And again, the national average for a non-emergency medical transportation company is 20 vehicles. So if they've got 20 vehicles and they're at 607 Cedar Avenue, I have no idea where there's parking them because there is no parking
on that street
anywhere near this office.
Right.
We've arrived to the transportation company. We're outside, and right there we have a Loving Arms adult daycare. All the windows are completely boarded out right there, and there's supposed to be a transportation company registered right here. It's 617, but it's a liquor store. Okay, so the location here is 607 and also 617. These are two transportation companies. We're on a main road right now, and this is 607, and it is not a transportation company.
Definitely
it's
not.
Actually a money transfer, but it's registered here, 607.
This does not look like Safari Transportation. Where is the transportation company?
I don't see any signs denoting that there's any transportation. It's all just looks like money wiring. But if you look at the Secretary of State's office, state of Minnesota, Safari Transportation, 607 Cedar Avenue, and it's been registered here since 2015. That was the original filing.
So let's see if we have the manager. Let's see if we can find Fod. Hello. How are you? We're looking for the transportation company.
Safari Transportation?
Looking for Safari Transportation?
No, there's no Safari Transportation here.
No Safari Transportation?
Safari Transportation is 607 Cedar Avenue.
We're just looking for Safari Transportation.
We don't know.
So, but this is registered for Safari Transportation,
We don't know.
607.
Also, we don't know.
We're asking where Safari Transportation is.
We don't know.
Okay, so the business is not here.
Don't record.
Fuad Omar?
Fuad Omar?
We don't know.
We don't know.
This, do you see this? What is this?
Money transferring.
That's it.
Okay,
Well, this is
registered.
from the state.
This is fraud taking place. This is supposed to say, this is for Safari Transportation.
Go find out.
Yeah, we did find out. This is fraud right here.
Registered here.
My man is so brave. He told him straight in their face, "Hey, this is fraud right here. Don't worry about that. I just want to find out. I'm coming in here just to see if it was fraud. It is fraud. I'm letting you know in front of your face. It is fraud, and I'm taping this as well. So just know it's going to go on YouTube and not have like 1.6 million people on here that's going to watch it. But it's fraud." Two doors down. So how do you get your liquor license? How do you get your liquor license if it's under something else? I'm so okay. Are they running? This is weird. This is very bold to do this. He said, "What's that?" I don't think that's what he said. He was confused by what you said, but which is genius, but not genius because they found out, but genius enough to make $8,000 a day. He can't be sensationalized. He's the one who brought attention to it. No, though it doesn't. That's not what he's saying. Oh, I got that ring. Got that ring. No, I'm not physically touching you. I'm not physically touching you. Yeah, right. That has nothing to do with what his operation or what his investigation is about. His investigation is about fraud. It has nothing to do with your religion, nor does it have to do with where you come from. It has to do with, hey, what the hell are y'all doing? And it just so happens that it's Somali people that's doing it. So yes, you're going to be put in the category because if it's a bunch of Somalian companies or people doing this, then yeah, you're going to be put in that category. You know what I'm saying? And you're angry about it because y'all people are being exposed. No, but he's not the only place that he's been to. It's not the only place he's been to. Exactly. Exactly. He think he's making a point. Your security guard doesn't even that proves that has nothing to do with your race or your religion. It has to do with the fraud. He's mad for nothing. He's an angry man. Yeah, you gave him the clicks, sir. You're giving him the clips by doing what you're doing now, sir. Without you doing all of this hooping and hollering, there would be no clips for Mr. Nick Shirley. He would just be there and just be investigating, and that would be it, whatever he takes. But you added your 1-2 into this whole situation, and you are totally wrong about his whole investigation. Just being honest. I done met some racist people, and I don't think he's one of them. At least out loud. He's not. You don't sound like you was born in this country. I'm just saying. I was born in this country, and I'm first generation. My parents are Jamaican, and I have a good American accent. I mean, can I switch it up just like this? You understand me? I say easy. Right. Or religion. I've heard the same thing, especially in Canada. In Canada, Somali people are super dangerous. You see them looking simple as but they dangerous as hell. Boo for the commercials. Sheesh. Golly. Well, at least they got the actual cars compared to the other people. At least they got the cars. Or they may not sum up. Like I don't think that guy in the liquor store knew. I think the other guys definitely knew. They definitely know. You could tell just how aggressive they were towards him and like very standoffish and how they were just trying to shoo him away from the information. I don't think that guy in the liquor store knows. I think he's just a regular employee. Definitely. They were definitely gonna handle you. In 8 months. Man, let me get one of them vehicles. Start my own caravan. That's crazy. At least listen. If you go run a scam, at least pay one person to just take these cars out and drive. Oh shit! Again, they did it again. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Oh god. Here we go again. Hold on 1 second, y'all. For some reason, this system is not picking up the audio all the time. Okay. We should be good now, y'all.
And there's 3 different companies.
Appreciate you, Tony.
In the same address.
Yeah.
So when we talk about how all these companies are intertwined, this is a perfect example of that.
This is why these transportation.
I have to keep an eye on this audio. This system that I'm using now is different, and if I don't look over at the audio, because I see my microphone is working from my interface, but in the actual, yeah, it's a bunch of foolishness. If I was to show y'all see what I'm talking about.
Transportation companies are so essential to the fraud in Minnesota because they allow the fraud to be supported, as the majority of the fraud is from welfare programs like daycares, autism centers, and adult daycares, and healthcare services. They need to leave a paper trail to make it look like something is happening. Therefore, they use these transportation companies to create that paper trail by saying they are moving people from an adult daycare to a healthcare provider, for example, but they actually never provide the service at the healthcare provider. But that paper trail allows them to continue to bill the state for the money, and everyone gets paid. That's why this fraud is so deep and hard to dismantle, because quite literally everyone is involved.
And it's all because the state of Minnesota never checks.
All right, so this is actually the location for Silver Mountain Inc., LLC, and Co. Let's see if any... Yes, we're wondering where Silver Mountain.
Silver Mountain?
Silver Mountain.
Oh, I don't know that. Where it is.
It says 2722 Park Avenue.
All of you, get out of here.
Where
is Silver Mountain here?
Silver Mountain. You don't have a permission to do that.
Okay, so Silver Mountain does not
I'm so
exist.
curious. I am so curious to know, are these only Somali people?
All right, sir, well, so Silver Mountain does not exist.
How large is the Somali community in Minneapolis? Because it seems like it's just nothing but Somalians that are actually doing this fraud here. It's kind of weird. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Matter of fact, let me do a little research here.
You're making a business. You have millions of people watching you. You're making business to
okay, sir.
people.
You have millions of people watching right
Yes.
now. Where is Silver Mountain?
I don't know
Home
where
Healthcare?
Silver Mountain is.
Okay, well that's what we're looking for. All right, we're moving on. So Silver Mountain does not exist. David, we're just simply asking for where is Silver Mountain Home
I can't
Healthcare?
find any of these companies. I mean, this is shocking. 3 companies are supposed to be in that building, and he's never heard of them. He doesn't know anything about them.
And look, so they don't exist there. Right there, Somali Senior Center and Adult Day Services, a daycare right there. All these welfare companies are in the same location, but their businesses, that business didn't even exist.
It's all fraud, all of it.
So right there is a transportation company.
Oh, okay.
No passenger.
So according to this, a large percent are U.S. citizens, with foreign-born residents being naturalized citizens. However, many arrived as refugees fleeing civil war in Somalia starting in the 1990s, attracted by jobs and accessing existing social medias. So they learned about this over social, but there was no social media. And I guess they mean social networks. Okay. There is around 80,000 to 100,000 people of Somali descent. That's a lot of people, which is majority living in the Twin Cities and metropolitan area of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Recent figures suggest that about 80,000 as a solid estimate, which some census data points around over 100,000, making them significant in the community. So this is a huge community, which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense of why would be a lot of Somalians there. I get it, because it's right there next to Canada. It's not far. So it kind of makes sense, because a lot of Somalians moved to Canada and then they moved down. So if you kind of look at the map, boom, 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 and then they kind of, you know what I mean? It's weird for them to come all the way from all the way up just to go, but whatever. Hey, it is what it is.
Just a driver. How come you think when it comes time to take accountability for what's happening, or just to answer simple questions about the fraud, they can't answer?
Yeah, probably tens of thousands.
Well, I
for sure.
think their reaction tells you all you need to know. The reaction is so violent that if there was no fraud going on, they would say, what are you talking about? They would have a civil conversation, but they can't, because they know we're shining the light on the fraud, and they have no defense. So in their mind, being loud and using profanity is their only defense.
Because I'm trying to give them the opportunity to say, where are the transportation companies? Where are the daycare? Where are the children? Where are the companies now? Yet they can't answer.
And to this point, Nick, the transportation companies we've been to, we haven't seen a single vehicle at any of them. In fact, some of them don't even exist. We can't even find them. We're going to the addresses that are listed on the Secretary of State's website as their business address.
This is a massive parking lot here. We're gonna go ask them where their vehicles are. They should not have any excuse as to why they don't have their vehicles here, other than if they are out driving right now. And what's the story behind this business?
Well, this business is new as of March of 2024. It's Muhammad Malim is the registered agent for 713 Minnehaha Avenue East.
Me and David headed into this building, however, the owner was not there.
We're here at the suite of Epimonnia Transport LLC. There's actually not even a sign here. And anyone here, it looks like there's a guy over here. Let's see if we can talk to him really quick. Do you know about Epimonnia Transport here?
So there was a transportation company here in 305. For a long time, even before I joined the building.
Come on, what's going on? He's even gone to the White House with this. Like, Trump has brought him to the White House to talk about this. That's how big this has gotten. A YouTuber, young at that. I don't think he's even 25 yet, probably.
A few years ago. How old he is. He's never really here. I've seen the office a couple times. There's barely anything in there but a couch. And then I see him maybe twice a month so.
And there's no transport vehicles outside. Massive parking lot, but no transport.
I've never seen one. I've been here for 3 years and I'm always here. I'm a workaholic. I'm just nonstop here. So I know everybody in the building, and this specific space here is probably the most sketchy out of any other business here. Everyone else is here. They're friendlier. He just pops in and out.
And for instance, this guy, Muhammad, he should have his business in 308. There should be transportation vehicles outside. There's nothing.
That's weird that you say 308 because he's always been in 305
23
for the last 3 years.
Well, my son
so he's even lying on his public records with the government.
Wow.
I would assume if he was to make and doing fraud, it makes sense to switch it up and throw people off track. That would be the first thing somebody would do, I would think.
So since the fraud has started to be exposed, Muhammad has left the scene. And that guy just said,
the president definitely knows about this. That's pretty much why they deployed ICE into those neighborhoods, because they just saw all this fraud going on and all this stuff. So it made it even bigger, because it's not they're ICE is everywhere in America, but they're targeting certain places even more. And with the fraud on top of the lady being killed and all of that, it just made it it's just so much light being shined. And like I said, a few years ago, they had George Floyd and all that stuff like that, and that whole thing. And they had riots and all that stuff like that back then. So within the last 6 years, it's been a lot going on in Minneapolis.
In transportation vehicles outside. So Muhammad has completely left the scene. He's nowhere to be found. And this parking lot, massive parking lot, actually never even had any transport vehicles, according to the guy who lived or had his office next to Muhammad. How quick do you think the fraud would dry out here in Minnesota if they were to cut out the transportation side of the fraud?
I think it would have a massive effect, and that the signal that would send would let people know the party's over.
Because if me and you were to go to the doctor, we'd either have to find a family member, drive ourselves, or pay for an Uber. How come they even have this set up?
Yeah, I tried to arrange a ride with one of these Somali transportation companies. They said they were all full. So now we're at 2833 13th Avenue South in Minneapolis, and there's supposed to be a non-emergency medical transportation company here called Advance Mobility Incorporated. And what's interesting about this company is that state records show that it first registered with the state of Minnesota in 1999.
Damn. And they have been in business for over 26 years.
Yes, correct.
So we're going to go inside.
They must have a lot of vehicles.
So this is Advanced Mobility 2833, boarded up. All these windows are covered right here. We're going to see if we can go inside.
to TurboTax.
Boo for the commercials.
File free in
There's a bunch of shops in here. We have money transferring shop. We got clothes in here. There's a coffee shop. Let's see if Advanced Mobility is in here. We got spices. Is Advanced Mobility here?
You know 224? I don't think you guys are allowed to record it.
Do you know where Advanced Mobility is?
Suite 224.
She's recording over there, so.
He said she's recording.
Do you guys know where Advanced Mobility is? Do you guys know where Advanced Mobility is?
Advanced mobility?
Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it?
What is this? What is that?
Oh, my name is Nick Shirley. We're just looking for Advanced Mobility.
Hey.
Where's Advanced Mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for. All right, we're looking for Advanced Mobility. Nobody can help us right now. We got a whole group of people trying to get us out of here. We're looking for Advanced Mobility.
We don't care about advanced mobility.
Advanced Mobility doesn't exist.
Hey, yo, damn, yo.
You need to get out.
Yo, look how, wait, they came out so fast.
Where's Advanced Mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for. All right, we're looking for Advanced Mobility. Nobody can help us right now. We got a whole group of people trying to get us out of here. We're looking for Advanced Mobility.
We don't care about advanced mobility.
Advanced Mobility doesn't exist.
Get the f*** out of here, man. Get out. You need to get out. You need to get out. Get out.
Now they're pushing us out of here.
Get out.
Where's Advanced Mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for.
Get out. Get out.
Would you like to give a statement on where Advanced Mobility is?
No, go ahead. Get out. We don't care.
Yeah.
So Advanced Mobility is
Hey,
not
my man. Hey, listen. When
anywhere.
you young, you got. I still got a lot of bravery in me now, but it's just certain things. I'm not going nowhere with 7 degrees to go freaking investigate nobody. I'm just not. I do it from afar. But hey, my man out there, his hoodie, no hat, everything. It just in a pair of Ray-Bans and a camera. He out there doing God's work.
Here, we're leaving, sir. Would you like to give a statement on what's happening here in Minnesota?
You make stuff up. This is a lie. I don't care. Who do you work for? Who do you work for? No, who do you work for?
Nick Shirley.
Who do you work
This
for?
is Nick Shirley, sir.
I don't care about Nick Shirley.
Right.
That's you.
Yes,
Who
sir.
do you work for?
For Nick Shirley.
I don't care about Nick Shirley.
That's who he's working for today, Nick Shirley.
This is from the
We
state
don't
of
care. We don't care
Minnesota.
about that. Get out of here.
Stop here.
And see, you guys say I can't film, but look at you guys filming. You can do that. You can film here.
6
Advanced Mobility doesn't exist.
6.5
Well,
million.
so what was interesting was we walked in there, and on the state's website, it says it's in Suite 224, but it's a one-story building. None of the suites had the number 2 on them. It doesn't exist. And it's been registered since 1999, and it doesn't exist.
All right, next location. David, where are we at?
We're at what's called Ray's, R-A-Y-Z Transportation, LLC.
And this is Ray's Transportation. We're on a street. There's no parking lot for any transportation vehicles. We'll see what happens. This is the address for Ray's Transportation. Let's see if anybody is here. Is Ray's Transportation here, sir?
I don't know. Transportation place. There's no transportation places here.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
all
It's just Ray's,
healthcare places.
R-A-Y-Z.
well, I think it's confirmed they're not here, David. So it's confirmed that Ray Transportation, all of these transportation companies,
8 million.
they're kind of like ghost companies. They exist on paper, but they don't actually exist in person. Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
And what's your message to Tim Walz?
Make a change. Make a change, because there's definitely, even when it comes down to like the kids and stuff, there's definitely stuff that like we need spaces for the things that are going on that
Definitely
they're not
something
doing.
going wrong.
We
How
need
they
these type of spaces for it. Now this is some crazy stuff, but I'm glad that you bringing light to it. It is a crazy, interesting situation.
Hey, what's up? What you got going on, man? Hey. You keep the false narrative that you be going on. It's a nonsense.
You should get in your car because
you should not be doing that, right? You are creating misinformation. This is not fair. It's not fair for the American people to be doing that. It's not fair. It's not fair what you mean. You cannot be doing that. You're not being fair.
How?
This country is built on fairness. You're not being fair.
Yeah,
you cannot come into the community and be doing that.
So
What's not being fair about him and boy, hey, listen, they stick together. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I gotta admire this. You know, they gonna scam together or die together, boy.
You don't allow fraud to be happening, right?
Let the legal system do its job.
Well, it's failed.
We got a governor. We got an attorney general. Let them do the job.
He's the mayor. Tim Walsh is the mayor. I think that's what I think the other video that I was showing that in the beginning that was him.
Do the job. You're not a prosecutor. If you want to run for office, go ahead, run for office. But you cannot be doing this.
If he ran for office, y'all it's gonna be even worse because he gonna get your asses the hell up out of there. You better hope he just stay investigative reporter or some sort. Because if he get in the office, he's taking y'all asses out.
Misinformation. This is the information.
How is it misinformation, sir? It's from the
This is what you're doing.
state
you're coming
of Minnesota.
You're coming everywhere. Where you coming from?
You're coming from everywhere. They just mad and have nothing to be. They have no valid talking points. They just come up there just with anger. Each one of them. This the second guy that came to him out of nowhere and approached him on this. And then the other guys, of course, that they're being aggressive because he in their space, but still,
You see what I mean? We're talking about the facts that's happening here.
You can't. It's Southside. It's my turf. Get it.
Sir, so we were just having a civil conversation. That guy hopped out of his car in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road
he
about the fraud that's happening.
Hop out in the middle of the wait a minute.
So we were just having a civil conversation. That guy hopped out of his car in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road about the fraud that's happening. And he's saying that I'm the bad guy for showing light of what's happening here.
They're passionate. They're passionate people. They don't want this type of stuff either going on or be brought to light. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna come.
They lucky Nick ain't in charge.
You saw it firsthand how crazy it gets out here. He hopped out in the middle of the intersection. So this isn't about race. You're a black guy. They're black, right?
Right.
We have no ill feelings towards you by any means. We're talking about
it's not
the fraud
about
that's
race
happening. So God bless you,
whatsoever.
sir, and thank you very much. Why are we doing this?
Respect the Nick, man.
So we're doing this, A, because it's the right thing to do. The people of Minnesota and the people of America want this done. Fraud is fraud. And when we try and talk with these people and say, look, the main reason we're doing this is to find out why are all these checks being written by the state of Minnesota for companies that don't even exist. That's what we're trying to figure out. It's not a race issue. It's a fraud issue, and fraud is fraud.
And so what most people don't understand about this fraud is it is literally in the entire state of Minnesota. It's not just in one part of Minneapolis.
Right, and so I think what happens is the people in the suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul, they get lulled into a false sense of security because they say, oh, that's in Minneapolis, it doesn't affect us, or that's in St. Paul. And we're showing that this fraud spreads throughout the entire state of Minnesota, including all of the suburbs, and we're going to bring to light exactly what's going on in those respective suburbs.
And so what's happening in this suburb of St. Louis Park?
Well, this is one of the Somali NEMT, non-emergency medical transportation companies that's registered with the state of Minnesota in St. Louis Park. And so let's see if this one actually exists.
This is the location of Crescent Transportation. We have no...
And it's crazy you say that. People have been saying that as well. They're like, how is it a YouTuber that's the whistleblower? And there's not the government official. So there has been reports that Tim Wells or Wiles, or whatever you want to say his name is, and also the governor, there's an indictment coming down, but it hasn't been official yet. Usually they said that when government officials have an indictment coming down, they usually get informed, which is crazy to me because we don't get informed as the civilians. They usually get informed like right before it even actually comes out. So, but it's been talks about that there's definitely going to be some sort of ramifications for all of this for Tim Wells and also the governor. I forgot the governor's name.
Vans outside.
Who's resigning at the moment because of all of this.
Right now.
Not resigning. He's not running for re-election.
Like any vans are outside. Let's go inside, see if Crescent Transportation exists. Here we are, and It's an apartment complex. There's no signage of any Crescent Transportation Company. Once again, another fraudulent business where they don't even have a storefront to show where they're at. This is an apartment complex. So this is an apartment complex right here?
Yeah.
And have you ever seen Crescent Transportation out here?
Nope.
And what do you think about the fraud taking place here in Minnesota?
Huh? I'm a taxpayer. I don't like it.
What's your message to all the fraudsters?
Huh?
You hit it with the
prosecute their ass, take them to jail.
And how do you feel knowing that, for instance, right here, a transportation company that receives money from the government is not even here? It's the apartment complex.
I just said, I don't like it. I'm a taxpayer. I work hard for my money. People out here fraud, they still go to jail.
And should Tim Walz go to jail?
Oh, he crooked too, huh? All them crooked, all the politicians. My daddy ain't never liked none of them.
So that man right there just confirmed that this is an apartment complex.
Right, and so the cities have specific rules governing operating businesses out of apartments.
We're looking at like
they
50
do not
million.
allow transportation companies to park vehicles in an apartment parking lot. None of the cities in the Twin Cities allow that.
Because even if you were to be running a transportation company out of your apartment, there's nowhere to park the cars.
Well, where are they? There aren't any. Crescent, I don't see anything with Crescent on it anywhere.
More fraud taking place here.
So this is called Hopkins Child Care Center. This facility is licensed to hold 118 children. So this should be a really big facility. And this year alone, they have received $2.25 million from the state of Minnesota.
Insane.
And last year, they received $1.92 million from the state of Minnesota.
Okay, hold on, y'all. So what I just looked up, Minnesota faces significant estimated fraud, particularly in the federal and state social programs, which projections suggested billions lost, including a major 300 million pandemic era fraud case. 300 million. It's an estimated from the federal prosecutors that up to half of 18 billion in current federal refunds since 2018. So since 2018, there has been 18 billion in tax refunds. What the freak is going on in Minnesota?
And this facility in the past 5 years has been in the top 10 for the most money received from the state of Minnesota.
So there should be plenty of children. There should be footprints of children walking in and out.
This should be a very busy place, yes.
So this right here is Hopkins Child Care Center. They're receiving over $2 million a year. All of the windows are completely blacked out. You can't even get in. And for a place that's supposed to have over 100 children, there's no footprints anywhere going into the store. And it's locked, midday right now. This is the back side of the daycare. We're ringing the doorbell right now. See if anybody comes. Hello, sir, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, sir.
Get out.
Okay, listen.
Get out. This is our business.
Hear each other, okay?
What are you looking for?
We don't care what you do on the parking lot.
Go this side. Yeah.
Yo, they automatically come, every single one of them automatically come out aggressive. Like, does the whole, I think that everybody in that community knows who he is before he even, Bubba Clyde.
This private.
I can be here.
Hold on, go back. Yo, they
Sir,
come out and they give you one of these. Get out. Get out.
Yes, sir.
Get
Get
out
out.
now.
Okay,
Get out.
Listen. Get out. This is our business.
Hear each other, okay?
What are you looking for?
We don't care what you do on the parking lot.
Go this side. Yeah. This private.
I can be here in the parking lot.
No. You don't be here.
Wait,
What are
can
you
we
looking
ask
for?
you about the daycare? It's
Boy,
all right.
them
It's all right. Can we ask you about the daycare?
No. I don't care.
Crack on them glasses.
Sir, I'm not racist.
You have to live here.
I'm asking
No. You don't ask me nothing. man.
$2.25 million.
Get out, you guys. Get out.
$2.5 million.
Get out.
This is a business.
Get out, hey. Get out. What are you looking for?
We're asking. We just want to
Get out.
We just want to ask you about $2.25 million.
Get out. you say. Get out of here, man.
Get out, guys. Get out.
You cannot do that.
Get out. No, you cannot. You cannot do that.
Where?
Get out.
This is.
Get out, man. No. Get lost. Get out. No.
Sir.
You have to get out. This is our property. Get out.
Why? Can I ask you about the daycare? I have the paperwork right here.
No. Get out.
What's the need for $2.25 million for a daycare?
Get out.
Can you answer the question?
Get out. No, I don't.
Well, he lucky he got them dead
You can't
security.
answer the question.
They would have tore Nick up.
Who are you?
My name's Nick
Who are you?
Shirley.
No, I don't give a shit. Get out.
Could you answer the question?
No, I don't.
What's the need for $2.25 million for a daycare?
No. $1 million.
I don't
worry about it. Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
And it's licensed for
Get out,
118
get out,
children,
get out.
but I don't see any footprints of any children here. I don't see any footprints of any children here.
Get out. Get out. Guys, get out. No, you're not asking nothing, man.
I'm
Get
just
out.
asking you about what we're seeing here.
No, get out. Get out our business. Get out.
Sir,
this is my property.
You have millions of
Get
people
out.
watching.
Get out of my property.
Can you say what's the need for $2.25 million? And where are the 118 children?
Get out.
Sir, I'm just asking you a simple question.
Get out. No, you don't ask me any question. Get out.
You have the opportunity
Get
to
out.
answer
No.
the question.
No. You can't ask me nothing. Get out. Get out our business, man. Get out. Get out, motherfucker. Get out.
Sir,
Get out.
just answer the question.
No.
Just answer
Get
the
out.
question.
No, get out. Leave.
Sir, just answer the simple question.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You YouTube, man. Get out.
All right, code word has been given. We're out.
Get out.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Get out.
Sir, just answer the question. Where are the children? No footprints
probably
of
from
any
his
children around
security.
here. No footprints of any children. They can't even answer the question. We gave them so many opportunities.
Wait for him.
We gave them plenty of opportunities to just answer some simple questions. Millions of people are watching right now.
So are they
came
even
out with
security?
guns
Security
blazing.
driving
I
another
don't
car
know
must be.
Where are the children? 118 children, no footprints in the snow. All of their vehicles were sitting there with 2 feet of snow on them. They haven't moved in months.
The windows are all blacked out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing at all these daycares. 4 men came out, yet they couldn't answer the simple question. We had it right here. 118 children. $2.25 million is here.
Welcome to
Exactly.
Minnesota.
Their action says it all. They're
Now
all
this
guilty.
daycare center, how much
Every
money has
single
this
one of them, except for the guy in the,
So
in
this
the liquor store.
This child care center is called Proud Child Care Center, and it's in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, which is a very high income area. It's a further out suburb from Minneapolis, but there are a lot of multi-billion-dollar homes right in this neighborhood, and this child care got $1.25 million in funding in fiscal year 2025. It got $1.08 million last year. It opened in 2021. Let's go see if we can find any kids.
There should be at least 40 children here. Looking at the snow prints, does not look like there's any snow prints of any young children. And all of these windows are completely blacked out. Let's see if we could just
Reoccurring
talk to
theme.
somebody. Could I enroll my son Joey into daycare here? Well, do you have the paperwork where I can enroll a child?
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Nick Shirley. I was wondering if I could enroll a child. I have a son named Joey.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
So where you come from?
Yeah, I'm just coming out and seeing if I could enroll my child, Joey. We just want to get a statement as to
He said that was the wrong question.
why
To come to a
this
school to
daycare
enroll your
needs
child?
$1.26 million, and if it's even possible to enroll somebody like my child, my imaginary child, Joey. No, you guys can't give a clear statement, or could you even give me a paper to enroll a child into the daycare? Just to show that you guys are a legit business.
They must live in these places.
It would debunk all claims if you could just give me a piece of paper saying where to enroll a child. You can't do that. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I hope this place actually
can't
is
show you how to
holding
enroll a
47
child
children
at a
because you guys
school.
are receiving $1.26 million in this year alone. So have a great rest of your day. They won't even give us a paper to enroll a child. Could have debunked all their claims. They can't even do it. One of the big talks about the fraud is about Quality Leering Center. It's a daycare that has received $1.9 million. It's licensed for over 99 children. And instead of quality learning, it says quality leering outside. But the big controversy about the Quality Leering Center is that Somalians, after the video went live, they all of a sudden started shuffling children in.
I just noticed that they had the damn hoodies on. They got the sweatshirts of the place. Oh,
the day.
But it does say learning, but they made shirts saying quality leering.
Care, but at the same time,
Yo, he's a super
The
troll. I
Commissioner
love
of
it.
Children of Minnesota was on a live stream saying they had closed the daycare a week ago.
Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago.
How much money has this place all received? And what's...
So this is the one that's licensed for 99 children. This fiscal year, they've received 1.9 million, and in fiscal year 2024, they had received about 2.2 million, so about 4 million in the last 2 fiscal years.
We're up in the Quality Learning Center, 1-800-FRAUD, as now it had been confirmed that this place was closed down, and now they're shuffling children into the daycare.
So Tiki Brown said this facility was closed.
Oh, she said a week ago.
And now magically it's full of cars. So how can it be closed if people are coming and going?
Fraud. Why do you have
right? Quality Learning Center.
Okay, this is the owner right here.
They can record it. We just need the property.
It's not their property.
So you guys can record. And so how come they said this building was closed? We're trying to speak to the owner. They won't even answer a simple question. Look, now he's going inside.
Hey, sir, don't run though. It looks suspicious when you run, brother. And you can smile, but bro.
Sir, I'm right here.
He's right here to speak to you.
I'm right here.
Don't do that. Oh,
you can't defend the fraud.
Oh, come on. At the daycare, do it. Hey, not at the daycare, doing the middle finger, though.
We have like 100 cameras on it. Now, both of these people have interesting ties with politicians inside of Minnesota. For instance, the man who's running the daycare, he was celebrating with Mayor Fry after he won re-election of mayor inside of Minneapolis. And then this lady right here seems to be a friend of Ilhan Omar, as she has photos with her outside of the restaurant, and she also has videos of her.
So Ilhan Omar is a politician who has been in a scandal. Oh my god. She I'm gonna keep playing. Hold on, I'm
giving a tour to a separate daycare to Mayor Fry. It really makes you wonder why these politicians haven't fought against the fraud, knowing that it's happened in locations like Quality Learning Center. Meanwhile, they're taking photos and celebrating with them at events. What's your message, people, on the fraud here in Minnesota?
This is part of the cover-up. They're trying to cover their tracks. So let me say this on camera. If you can prove that any of the information that I have here is false, I'll give you $100,000 cash.
Okay.
If any of it's false or inaccurate in any way. Anybody want to take me up? And if you can't prove it, you have to give me $100.
So you saying all that's real?
100%. I'll give you $100,000 if you can disprove my information.
See, they all went silent. Silent.
Anybody? Your $100 versus my $100,000 cash.
They're all silent. What do you think about the fraud here?
Hey, the fraud here in Minnesota, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, what do you mean specifically? What do you mean?
Yeah, how do you feel about this daycare, for instance, receiving $1.9 million? And they couldn't even spell learning right. They spelled leering.
Hey, man, Somalis, they're an interesting creature. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say too much. I'm already too hot. But, I mean, Tim Walz, you gotta solve this stuff. Minnesota really cracked down on this because they've been doing this for years. So.
Should Tim Walz be prosecuted?
Hell yeah.
And at this point, you're probably wondering where all the millions and billions of dollars.
Hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna show y'all who I'm talking about. This is her here. Second. This is her here. Just like this. Then we'll go back to the end of the video in a second. Commercials. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because there was an actual video. So pretty much she's a part of a scam right now, and they got her. I had to go and do a deep dive. I had the video. I seen the video weeks ago where her and the cabinet, they were pretty much putting her in office so she could only do for Somali people. So it's gone all the way to the top. So that's why I want to show when they said that this lady was a part of that whole thing there. So yeah. So we go back just a tad bit. Oh shit. Can you hear the audio again? Okay, there you go. Audio's back. Sent overseas. Oh, give me a second. Let me fix it again. Seems like when I go to another page, it does it. I don't know what the heck is going on. But we're going to get it right, y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm going to get it back right. Here we go.
TSA on the side of narcotics, and he saw millions of dollars go through TSA.
And what kind of fraud did you see take place here in Minnesota?
So I worked for the airport police for 31 years. 24 of those years I worked in narcotics at MSP Airport. And my recollection was from about 2015-16 to 2021 when I retired. I would get emails from our dispatch saying like 2 male Somali descent individuals. They would give us their names. They claimed the cash, that they had a large amount of cash at the checkpoints. We'd get all this information in an email, and I believe they would send it right away. So TSA would contact our dispatch telling us this, then our dispatch would relay the info via email to us.
And how much was the money?
The money, the smallest amount in a suitcase that I heard was like $750,000. But generally, it was anywhere from $1 million to $6 million in a suitcase. And there usually was, as far as I can remember, there was always 2 individuals traveling. So you would have maybe one guy with $2.2 million and another guy with $3 million. And
at airports, you're able to take $10,000 without declaring it. How are these guys able to take millions of dollars?
Because as far as I know, as long as they declared it, they were fine.
No.
So then TSA would contact HSI and Customs, and I'm sure they got the information. We got the information. My administration knew about it, and I trust that they sent that on to higher state officials on this, but nothing was ever done the whole time I was there. I talked to one individual. We were going after narcotic cash leaving the airport. This was always fraud. We had no nexus to that this cash was related to narcotics. So our hands were kind of tied. We couldn't do a whole lot.
How do you suspect these Somalians had millions of dollars to move in an airport?
we would rack our heads all the time, like, where are they getting this? Where in the world are they getting this money? And I had heard about these daycares and whatnot, but I mean, I thought at the time, okay, maybe they had 10 daycares, but apparently they have a lot more than that. We were all just racking our heads trying to figure this out.
So you openly saw just millions of dollars get moved through these airports.
I saw one time. I saw an open suitcase with the cash because we were looking into seeing if it was narcotics related, which it was not.
How much money do you think moved through the airport in your time?
Millions, literally millions and millions. I mean, we're talking for a good 5-6 years.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to get away with this. This is insane.
I don't know, 5 to 6 million a week. It would happen twice a week. You would get twice a week where there would be somebody flying, 2 people flying out with $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 or $5 million twice a week, every week, without.
Hey, I'm sitting here struggling trying to make $5, and they running around with millions through the airport like it's nothing.
Hell.
And where were those people traveling to?
So this is the word I got, that they would fly to Atlanta, take a flight from Atlanta to Dubai. And then apparently what I had heard was it was too dangerous to go any further with it, so they'd wire the money to Somalia. Whether they scraped a whole bunch off the top and did that, I don't know.
Wow, so they take the money from Minnesota, take it to Atlanta, and then take it to Dubai, and then from Dubai they then wire the money.
Correct. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I was told by other investigators.
So all the taxpayers' dollars were getting funneled through the airports and then taken to Dubai to be sent to Somalia.
Yes. It appears that's how it all went down, yes.
Yeah. Again, interesting, y'all. This is an interesting one, man. This was actually my first time watching this whole thing all the way through. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this whole thing, but it has been 4 hours and 11 minutes, and I need to go make something to eat and take these dogs out. I'm gonna be back. I am gonna be back, y'all. So whoever's on this right now, it ain't that many people, but I will be back at 3 now, so about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I got another story that I'm gonna be doing. That one's gonna be way more interesting for me. It's more personal to me of what's going on. But I will be back, and we're gonna dive into that, and it's gonna be a crazy story. It's gonna be a crazy story, and here in America, y'all. This is people are insane. That's all I can say. And forgiveness is a part of this as well. So crime, forgiveness, parenthood, all of those different things, love, romance, betrayal, whatever you want to, how you want to say it, is going to be up. So come back at like 5:30, and I'm going to have everything up and running. 6 o'clock. Let's say 6 o'clock, the latest, because I got to go cook, take my dogs out, all of that, charge up my camera, all those different things. So I'll be back, y'all. It's your boy. I'm about to leave y'all with one of my songs. You dig? I'm gonna play this here. Glad I found your channel. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Hey, listen. This is what we're gonna do. Since you subbed, because I know you're gonna come back. This is what we're gonna do. I have no moderators yet, but I'm gonna make you a moderator. All right, make you a standard moderator where you can remove chats and all of that. That's what I'm going to do. All the way from UK. All right, Golden, I just made you a moderator. I appreciate you all the way through. You stayed through the whole time. Like, I really appreciate you all the way. It usually be more people in here, but it's Sunday, and I didn't expect a lot of people to be in here, to be honest. It usually be way more fun. I usually do these at night as well. So this is my first live stream during the day. I just woke up and this, like I said, this was on my mind. So I wanted to kind of get this out. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back. Shout out to Golden. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my guy, Tony, always being on here as well. But yeah, we're going to leave y'all Oh man, always. So yeah, let me play this here, and we'll be back in a bit, y'all.
You never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us nicks, never call us bitch, never stress us out, never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier in a church army, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier, yeah, yeah.
Born as a hustler, selling to the customers. Put a couple niggas on, know them got propellers. Friend or foe, know them niggas dead to us. Chose to sleep on me, know your boy getting up. Make sure you bet on us. Pepsi versus 7-Up. When I knew ever clever to ever say them dead in us. All our meds and poor people still fed up from and bound to sing and don't I see if you get shell up. Well, get ready cause I know time for elevate up. Real nigga shit, nowadays too much makeup. On face, too much bleach. On base, too much he say, she say. Well, now bring that my way. One thing you know, say, me I look my peer. Paper chaser, I'm in a done chase. I'm the banker, or when me left chase. Rolling in my tanker, we bust through the sea.
You never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us nicks, never call us bitch, never stress us out, never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier in a church army, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a murderous, cooling on the block, watching cops, watching me smoking trees, rolling types, J1, blue dreams and anacos, roll it up and watching them, watching me, watching them. Rumor has it I'm a hazard to these hoes and again, said I have another line for these other one again. No bull loving, no freak offing, no taking and no blasting off when them see me want to put me in a casket. Say I'm too much for them, I'm too much. Say I have something to live for today. I have to pick in here, wait for me at home tonight. I feel make it home, I feel make it right. I say hey, bittersweet I call me. I send a regards to my God that been up for a while. Said I'm so energized, said I'm on a new wave. You can't stop my rise. I say never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us nicks, never call us bitch, never stress us out, never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier in a church army, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier, yeah, yeah.
As a lion, you know I had to come up hard. That's why I stuck niggas, me and my come up squad. I never trust niggas, I only put my trust in God. And HT and New Ave, that's who I fucks with hard. I was taught to keep a stable of these hoe ass broads. They say it's lonely at the top, but fuck it, I gotta get there. I'm not content with the bottom, the stress. Yo, it's a mess here. It's really no competition for real. Yo, we the best here. Fuck Free Weezy, Free Gus, I'm talking this here. See, this here is words of a straight up G. It's the dog and shower posse that made up me. Fuck you think you dealing with? I've been OG. Now it's time to get this paper, this rise with no fall. Cop lofts with no walls. And my wife 6'2", she model, she's so tall. While y'all lame niggas borrow from Peter to pay Paul. I'm in Dubai with Arabian dimes up in they mall. Every day it's like the finals to us. We all ball. I'm America's most wanted for real. John Walsh.
We never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never call us nicks, never call us bitch, never stress us out, never take us off our best and never see us down. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a warrior, yeah. Cause I'm a soldier in a church army, yeah. Cause I'm a You never grow like we never take no diss. Nobody ever come around and never come.